anybody that's any who don't meet and what come in the say some father and your wisdom unity radio.
Yo, say and some Parliament of Rana Kuba and some country at Ethiopia and Union, Unity Radio, United States of America.
They mouth to some Kakrewa Supreme. Yo, coffee, oh my woman, oh many a mamma, Penny baby, watch out, they are warring. One song, one in pa. Sadipa of you, Yamo Emberae, Abeya, Amaya Umano, Amaya Mamana, Adiwaya Nora, Yamitata, Sefua, Enyano, Yafanya Mistroya, Jumana, Yami Besrayan, O'Brien, Boya, Amoya Muraye, Abeya, Free Yanara, Amabeya, Free Yanara, Asitrebeya, Free Yanara, Amabeya, Free Yanara, Yamoya Muraye, Abeya, Yafanya Bungawa, Amabeya, Free Yanara, Yanaro, Yamoya Muraye, Abeya, Free Yanara, Ese Abrabeya, Free Yanaro, Asitrebeya, Free Yanaro, Amabeya, Free Yanara, Yamoya Muraye, Abeya, Yamoya Amabeya, Free Yanara, Free Yanaro, Yamoya Muraye, Abeya, Saheba Wokarana Washawa, Amabeya, Free Yanara, Amabeya, Yamoya Muraye, Abeya.
Bafo ne kan yo se ensem Paulo mo ne frane ku upe ensem ko twifo bata etietia ene unia tie Unity Radio United States of America.
Yo Kofi, Omaya woman, Omani ya mama, Bini baby ako, Wacha ya wareni, Wonsom, Wanini pa, Nasadi pa wofioye, Yamo Yemberaye, Ebeya, Ifuyana, Omaya woman, Omaya mama, Ati waya nora, Yamichata, Yamana renya, Wonso, Wanini pa, Sawaya, Wanabe, Yamo Yemberaye, Ebeya, Ifuyana, Wonso, Wanini pa, Nasadi pa, Ofioyo, Yamo Yemberaye, Ebeya, Ifuyana, Amabeya, Ifuyana, Asitebeya, Ifuyana, oh, Amabeya, Ifuyana, Yanara, Yamo Yemberaye, Abeya, Obrani Warabo, Amabeya, Ifuyana, Eminawa, Yamo Yemberaye, Abeya.
You are listening to Unity 103.9 FM.
Abraya boy sebeye ya. Free Yanara. Yamo Yambire yo nebeye ya. Abuja mama wache mama haya mama watwe mama kwa ba in your respective time zone. Nanche ho ne de bro hi Unity Radio 103.9 anopa boso bread say nanso yede mo anopa bremo na muhu nsama etwagu titru ni de free my Ghana mu. Let's say anopa near the asada ma Rich Way Auto School na that remind motivational message the bremo. Weather report to be brought to you by the indefatigable Dan Auto Repairs. Master Dan so when you for any Dexter ya chairman of pay. Eba say the good unsam de bremo and coach at Ghana Black Stars akofa ye be hwe near the unkomo Asamas Trading Ash Pharmacy Big Olubi Chamberlain Hair Salon and of course the law offices of lawyer Angbafo Omada remind sports the bremo. The free near share from the dailies possibly and of course Gold Coast Catering Services a taste of excellence. Sanso and a political discussions ni mo na ebedi nkomo. Yabuatinjan a former national organizer of the National Democratic Congress NDC or say NDC for here openi or kandinia obeyusu na adwene. Or see NDC needs a leader who can use his brains. What is that? What does that mean? What is he trying to tell the leaders of the party now? Well, if your guess and your thought is as good as mine, bring your comment on your Facebook page. Owusu Bempa continuation waha and never maintain their chopper every IGP and the Ghana Police Service. What does that mean? Is he trying to get a lenient punishment from the police service and for that matter from the judiciary? About the political discussions, Rashida Financial Services, Verno Women's Health Services, Dr. Kwame Ponsada, no, Danko African Market and Wholesale, Babiabina Kankale Baton of KM Raf Roofing, Omadaruma, and the political discussions in the bedroom. If you are near beautiful lines in the Jumediana Mamma, a Yamudiana, my drink chair, their back because Ochum Tunisi Wonsum, only Nipa, or my bay, if you walk and I may. It's your mum, na Yanchi Ghana. Nabian Babri Salunia, Nochi Trading, Nochi Coast. Roma, you the phone in segment and the bedroom together. Now you can't boom na ya to adwene am on mine no aye because on mine be ya if free yaniara.
Omani ya mama ni baby ako tata ya wareni.
Ano pay me unsa gaiji wa from a special good morning to you. Mejiri say ho ya umpomu so e dene kama. Ma yencha Manucho Magandi Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina me pay me wansem Worcester Massachusetts Elizato Worcester's edition.
It's a long time. It's a long time I had the full complement of my name.
Yeah, because Manucho to me
yes, Kalusha fumbling with them. I mean, but once you're on the driving seat, I know that it's like KLM. You get a safe landing.
Okay, KLM no makai. Oma block Ghana from you be from boarding the flight.
So meet.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, KLM man a trigger.
Yes, it also brought that story. I was reading it that they insisted on getting on the flight to their meet from Ghana. No, so prevent you. Almost say no. It's abominable to really carry some of these things. I mean, this is Africa. I do it. Countries have their policies. Airlines have their policy. But why us? You know, and then people still travel with such foods out. I mean, with no holding brief for anybody. But I think that first thing I'm drinks are once you have your money, people have the legal license to be bringing them because there's a FDA near there. So your container near the about maybe support FDA for a idea form. Sometimes it takes months. And mom hear that business is when they tell you the frustrations they go through, but it's their job. Yeah, me idea in your money, but they feel that be an board or Ghana is cheaper. Say, maybe I 3 tubes of yam sterling for 10 cedis at a Juraba Chromacia is 30 cedis, 40 cedis. Into a calculation now, I mean, he has space to bring it. But when say, I mean, in terms of international flight today, America would love to know what you are bringing in because they don't want to contaminate their soils, like they say. See, it's an interesting one. I wish they could listen and not really take that meat. But hey, sometimes too, you have to fight for. The world is a global village. People should be allowed to travel with what they want. See, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
And I'm crowd and I'm a person. Yeah, junior.
Yes,
say cool. Say a peso.
Exactly.
Say a punch and a home.
Exactly.
Say a more.
More often than not, it should be. I'm sure it should be a bush meat. It should be a bush meat. Yeah, cow meat. Cow meat today. Say which will baby in cheap. Yeah, but it's an interesting story. I was reading it and I'm saying it's our time you really.
Ghana for near nam near Duane de Massa and Fanny Agro. KLM for Mubeshe, Delta for you flexible.
Exactly.
KLM for Mubeshe.
I agree. The last time I was coming, I made a Duane by I mean, we call UK, the Duane call, maybe as US, maybe Virginia. I was able to bring a bag load. Nobody really questioned it. And the country does not turn upside down. Sometimes if Africa Bani is playing I say international standards. Their perception and knowledge about us sometimes is a bit demeaning and humbling. But to be in there, I mean, this is us. Sometimes blame our leaders. And could be international say, "Obe Kofi, you know, you marshal." America need to Ghana, no because chance make deport to America. I think he will cry over it. Say, or Gina Nitina Benia, but how many American Germans in Ghana say, money paper, go back to Germany? He will even laugh at you. But because our leaders should take a cue from this. Because better Washington, I say, no be coffee, no be a machine. Because it's more like between hell and heaven. I mean, used advisedly. See, our leaders, you are pleading, you are imploring them to really work harder to improve us. Because if I improve, I believe you, maybe Ghana, they are protecting Ponji, holidays bomber, because it's fair and fine. But larger population, they are suffering.
Yeah.
What you say, I want to Ghana, papa. It's not easy. Sometimes we share skates now, they're fine, they're costumed there, but I shouldn't they in power to say, wow. I mean, what are people wearing in Ghana? I mean, this is the life every day, bro. Anyway, it's not demeaning, but we believe they can improve lives. Reason why I know you go to that major story. We feel that ruling the country is a collective effort. Some of us, we live from the far east to the far west, with some transit in UK near there. The problem is that back in China, I saw their way of life. I lived in China for almost 2 years, UK for almost 2 years. I've been in US for almost 2 years combined. At least I have a fair idea what happens elsewhere. As much as I agree that to rule a country and it should be as a people. What about America? I mean, it's more like a capitalist state. Government holds just about 20% of workforce in the idea. More federal, they are government people. But be brainer fine, we have the state workers too. But be brainer we capitalists and also say private sector in a driving chrono. But the point here is that the government must make things flexible and better for the private sector, because minimum wage and more Ghana. You see, system should work, then provide an enabling environment for people to open businesses, then they can employ. But say nipa krono ko RGD Registered General Department is here now frustration so be fe money ade no and here is your case up VAT mpo and quite frustrating enough. Now young girl na afford me be in restaurant no e do be na abase beje VIT income tax ye ba beje income tax when you did no effort in making the person open the business na the okọ the district assembly e be friend the town council na ade say onyambo ye fa ma no. You can't just walk to KMA that me a young girl, me 10 million, I'm the setting up a restaurant. I'm a farmer. But what bra KMA no 10 million exactly. Now sometimes they have it on the frivolous things. Yeah, it is a dear cost for honum. Say and come the bois community and because at least they omujiska. There's revenue collection, which sometimes is huge. We can't run away from it. But
centralized. Exactly.
I agree. Yeah, that's the problem too. Sometimes you feel that consolidated fund is a bigger problem. Maybe say, and system will be LLC near there. You know what goes into it. They won't even encourage you to get it done because we provide this then the system can you better from in terms of taxes, any other incentives now there. But here the end of the day, they will not even help you. We are young. I say life is a competition in abroad, but Ghana, Africa, the life is war. You're kwankasa. Because your own family can even tell you that you're a failure. When the system, when you school, why psychology or Legon? We were 5 years ago, Ghana. Then somebody will tell you didn't even do a better course. But people are doing them here and they are making it. College of Pharmacy near there. And so be lawyer, so be psychology, so be engineering near there. Everybody's job will be respected. It'll be tree excavator. But here there, it looks like an upside down story all the time. Nothing is really clicking. Then you have a few opinion leaders who are coming to they are being wowed by little advances. Sometimes speeches are even written for them. After what Otum for Nanoto also told us about Jinapo and Samuel Ashanti Ujah minister, all of us became awakened. That speech in the cry, or yet trauma and on the mope. That is the level of rumor our leaders are doing. So sometimes when I hear a software for Kasani, I didn't we are trauma now, and I said then because now don't you have congregation? Don't they tell you the realities on the ground? Affected tight offering idea. Don't you see a reduction? And I say, anyway, maybe a religious country, but I come in the crowd, don't have command, sorry, not commanding because okay. Provide.
Unity Radio 1039. Manucho has already started firing, and he's on fire. Yes, and Rano on heat, and he's on fire.
Yes.
Now,
my restless are check.
Questions to your child, baby. I will be asking greetings for Frances Punamadi says, good morning, family, and of course, who else? Than Mamiaba, my own Mamiaba. Mamiaba says, good morning, my people. And then Mamiaba ni me adamfo. And send Rami can kubisi.
Exactly.
Or Simam in Casano. And then the FM said, also opening a company or even a small business in Ghana is hectic. I tried registering my small bakes and cakes, and the hell I went through to register 8 keke. Come and see.
Exactly. The things we speak about here.
She's augmenting what you just said.
Yes. Won't call them down. Say Ghana won't call that. You don't know. I said Kolebu. I had my experience in 2006. Onyampa that day.
That's same way we take.
Yes, and people now still complain. We call Kolebu and people don't get beds to sleep on. That's how it was. Me try say me be me company. Bra me fame once. I'm going to quarter to me boy me. So Ghana won't do on you don't really appreciate the issues that happens there, pertains there. But you're fighting for private partnership, public-private partnership. But the system does not allow easy access. Me come where you can be losing my card. Me walking to the bank that I've lost my card. They didn't even ask me that how did you lose it? Because they know this.
How crass.
How many say bet me ayira? Yeah. How many said I say hotel na wuki ayira? They will not even ask you. How many said these are things finger things bet me ayira if you say me. But Ghana we jani we are bransan. Why your voters ID? You are doomed. Then besides then to me ayira. These are the little things that you're fighting for. Sanka bureaucracy in few minimum wage in year juma. Before private sector will thrive, there should be systems. Kroma say, company will be a bunch of CCOB. That is how well it is. But Ghana, my boss said, I'm not shaming former boss. I remember about 12 years ago. Not saying I'm not saying minimum wage, no, and I'm saying, Obino be a juma or KJT a marketer. Or man bet 70 Ghana cedis a month. People are cheating people.
Minimum BG 50.
You can imagine, how can you be working with somebody for 8 hours a day, sometimes 6 days a week, and give the person 50 cedis? You can't. There's the basic law
is it not the system?
Because leadership, that is what Obama came to talk about in 2008. We should have stronger institutions, not strong men. But 10 years down the line, the stronger men like double were the ones being showcased. 2 weeks training, not 2 not to the airport in idea. Sometimes you are forced to use unpalatable words. Because I'm a prophet. I was so young, and I remember the speech that Obama gave. The Africa and Ghana need stronger institutions, not strong men. Because you can be as little as a dwarf, but you may rule a country because systems work. But here, at the end of the day, you've rather empowered people with biceps, national security, and then national security because Okokuma party during elections. Aren't you close to stop it? That Obi Sane Juma here because he went to fight to protect a ballot box for you. Obi Awako school now where you pollen Juma here because we Munyan Okokuma party. How can we be living in a country like that? And I saw them with my eyes. I don't know what you guys I had the chance to cover elections, parliamentary elections for a party in Ghana. And friends that I knew, they were working there wearing military uniforms. Yes, more national security. They were working on national security, taking 3,000, 4,000 a month. And friends are more from say Manucho, maybe you school me pay Juma, me a civil engineer now Munye Jumano. Oh, I crashed, I broke down. That your mistake was going to the polytechnic. His positivity was deciding to go and fight for a party at a polling station. Or no Juma ye. What we call political tech Juma ye. What are you breeding? People to go to the gym, build their biceps, go and fight for NDC.
We are breeding fighters.
Exactly. Since a young boy now Ghana, ko gym na ko build the muscles, na fight my NDC. Na NDC ba power pe. Ubenya baby ashe. What muscles? Go and build your muscles for MPP. When MPP ba power pe, ubenya Juma ye. Are we thinking? These are the people getting jobs in Ghana, and I have friends I can even mention their names. That when you Juma, Vienna City, Chile, Pemba boom. Pemba boom of Vienna City about 12 years ago. A plus B Cromuni, or that is how worse it is.
No pere.
Now you are men. We are men. These are people A plus B Cromuni, and then no Mugu national security.
As a man, I'm catching.
I know.
So I just be host 20. I said that
yeah, he's a G-man.
Program no be host 20. I said that G-man. Friend now I'm fa. Oh yes. Let me catch you.
Our friend G-man. Yeah, G-man. A G-man quite not nechi jan.
Let me catch you. So I said that.
Oh, I know a G-man. You see. The
what host to program now a week 9 day. But job program so. What said that you for Say Mamia Bakayampa. Mamia Bami Judy.
Good morning, listeners.
Good morning. Good morning. You see, it gingered me those memories. More money biceps were taken to Cocoa Board. I met somebody told me say, hey, me say minister yanka, me na me security wo pot. Me we pot. Pot time me or say casual. Oji 350 or pot. Abane ban ti see an oji 2,400 wo Cocoa Board nti no nipa de obetwa wuti. Wo be attempt to say we born city minister no obetwa wuti. He was telling me I should have recorded and be playing some of these things. Mumji 350.
We say we don't know Yes, sir.
No, won't you say there was a young boy who was trying to unseat the minister for the MPship. On internal wranglings MP, when I cover for my station. In the John I pick when there was a lot of scaffolds. So I catch him so no one be laying life for my MP because no jet 350 were pot as a casual MP ban wafana ko cocoa board or jet 2,400 gross into another dear. He will. I'm trying to tell you that party lines here, my employment.
Now, where they say, I'm so being him the
but we need to change the status quo because you're not able to be naked for parties. What my school, my civil engineer, is it not enough to get a job in my country?
Maybe I had a call from, I missed a call from Gaji. Say Kennedy person intensifying the presidential ambition. So I just missed the call from Kennedy.
Support
Gaji. So maybe
third force.
Kennedy is still in the US, right?
Oh yeah.
So maybe he be interview no very short.
I'm family rep as in
and NDC so I think the discussions we are going to do today falls between. Because NDC, Yabuatinjan, so okay, Yabuatinjan.
Oh, very well. He was a national organizer.
Yeah, for NDC.
Yeah.
Or say NDC for here. NDC for here. Obia, obey you na adwene.
Who use the brains?
Leader, obey you. Oh, you are.
Yes.
So only Yabuatin.
Is it not an insult?
It depends. I mean, we are in the era of idiomatic expressions. Obey you na adwene doesn't mean who you see. I mean, some people don't use.
No, but now the entire it's one of our main topics for the day. But the entire topic by said you now say are we not close to being stupid?
Exactly.
Are we using our brains? Because these were the same questions that now be said. Obia university. Wakoko suya there. Sebi nyi nyina na betumi akosku. But on mind dia any nimdeɛ for no so mine nko
perish.
That is an established fact. It is so you breedy scholars.
Yes.
And then we don't employ them. But we employ people who fight with their muscles.
Their heads. Their biceps. So
the analysis you are doing kind of
ties
stretches to what Yabuatinja was saying.
I say when you have perfect match, what is remote to say we there perfect. I say
the way I was saying. Nka yusu yempeni for yusu
yes
common sense in ruling our country, in ruling us.
It's lost. Come and make yourself naked for me, fight for me, and I'll get you a place to hide. I'll get you some respite. That is how we are. What you are breeding. Say we were told and we were schooled by a former U.S. president. And now America, the once a president, always a president. President Obama back Ghana 2018. And no one I wish you could get his speech. One of these days, nobody reading his speech in our kind chair and say, we need stronger institutions. America is built because there are stronger institutions. Nobody is above the law and nobody is below the law. The law becomes the standard for everyone. Once you abuse your power, you'll be thrown off. Tama, Derek Chauvin decided to abuse being a police officer. And and Obi said no, you had the right to arrest George Floyd, but what you did was wrong. Within the remits of the law, you don't do that. You don't abuse it. Then the macroma and the deno. Obu airport crapper on to make and so proper reasoning before because they've made what's the supreme law of the land? The constitution. Obeka said the flag, the constitution. The supreme law is the president. No way. The constitution is the supreme law.
Ghana, the supreme court is the president.
Is the president. He decides the way he decides everything. Uncle being court, circuit court say uncle them 1 week, then the next day na higher court. It is done anyway, but there should be sufficient reason for you to grant the bail. So because you say me person make gather enough information because me person will be compromise it. No be can say okay, it makes sense. Yeah, them 1 week no. Wako higher court. The next moment, we are not saying it's wrong. Within the remits of the law, it is
so from circuit court.
The higher court, and he decides that
now higher court now abolish circuit court.
It doesn't make sense that way. In principle, I agree. But there's a reason we want to hold on to build a case. Into the Superman, but you say that no, it doesn't make sense here. Then we're not really getting our things right. As much as I don't ascribe, people have said worse things and they are still working freely. Man, we know if you trust him now, he was trying to. Let's be realistic. Because we crown swallowing near dear crap on they are still there. The uncle Chomo now we say I got that memanash near there. I mean, be joining them there near there. But we need to let the laws work. Dampare and Co, they were doing it within the remits of the law that they want to.
No, my incorrect. To be kasi yunkum swale yamuna na
yamono.
Yeah, incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, yamono. Yeah, because on the podcast about me premises.
Premises. Yeah.
About me premises. Yeah. But people feel that this are still. This are still if what where ye also been pay calls for he being arrested and being where there, then we need to call people to.
No, also been pay there. Physically or could be premise unauthorized and also puluga.
Yes, and
so that is
Obukabuka say went onto the streets near there. One shouldn't run if he at what point public area there. But all these things, can say we need to have the system working. We need to let our constitution be the supreme law of the land. We need to cut some of the powers of the president. Absolute power. I think government of Obukabuka chance the constitutional review is high on his mind. You know. Job creation and constitutional review. I think say people like Ken Moyesomubi, if they say these two things are some of us will stand. Not years ago. You perceive a crony improving. And I'm sure say, Jen, you might not be so rich, but God has taken us through life, through China, through Hong Kong, through UK to US, into the Atina Ghana. So at least about a decade of my life, and I know a bit of why they are where they are. Even their curricula. I had a chance to teach small kids 3 years, 4 years in China. And the way they are reasoning, they are taught to reason, which means that no come anymore. Yet Ghana na obi chenkwala dey kra A for apple, B for ball. Who ko chenkwala dey China? Either you play a piano, you know how to dance, you can draw. In Nkwala talent, no. That is what basic education should be about. Obi chenkwala dey, he can't even dance, he can't draw, he can't do anything. At least no two. On new piano pobo. Nkwala wa piano mind, obi dey piano bo. When the teacher himself doesn't know every good boy deserves favor. Lego, the things I saw, you can't. It's one of the most difficult things. If you be truthful with yourself, sir, penny they say is formed already. But preschool near there, no. That is why I realized that their strength is coming from. That to be a basic school teacher, no, you need to have the requisite. 2 teachers in the class. Bako bo piano, no draw. Bako so child dancing. And I say. Basic tenets, and these are some of the things that people were really looking at. So for me, I learned that in Bali. Maybe Ghana is doing well with the Montessori in there, but nipa sample ne tumi ko Montessori. Omo ko normal school, you end up we a proper diagnostic researcher in Kuala from Omoko school bia take 100 kids, not take them school them for the past 18 years. Omo do university, so born 1 or 2 people pen. Omo tumi do university. That is how bad it is. But before another school Montessori bia 180 of them are in public universities now. Why are you not learning? Me do UK when I was doing my research for my masters. Lecture can be big and say UK is built on research. A Caribbean research number Caribbean konenim. Bibia we are civil engineer. We per golf. Do a research work about golf. Think deep. Say research how will it benefit society? We per photography.
Manu cho who do about papa unim no.
Yes. Yeah. Done. MNS. MNS. So it's Moses. Yes. I know him very well.
Bacho, didn't you about no pay? Yemfa announcement we from oh, there be yeah.
Now my boy will be MNS.
Was it? Obi card. The pakro and then a wallet, right? And then a wallet. Ayira na. Say, Obi Moses point Jumanra.
Yeah.
Okodu fie na. Also be the ababeto name
the box, the mailbox. Yeah. Nti friend me na catch him na me say okay on family na ye nhwe na very important document.
Edin e wo so kusi ajiman. Kusi ajiman. Nti se woni mo bi a me ba chow ye friend kusi ajiman ni green card.
Yes.
Ni green card mfie mako edu de.
Wow.
The green card, 10-year green card, and the DCU card, and a couple of other
documents,
other
important documents.
But just only mobile, your friend Kusia Jemaya, need the coin so catch and say the documents be the Unity Radio, and I'm Union Bema, or Wajumpa, no community, and so. And I hear Juma cry or say on farm run any announcement. No Janet Juma or Diaba. And to what will be a friend Kisiaj might be and Bacho Kachan say why you're on the green card issue.
Yes.
Or no Maira, the green card issue until Unity Radio and then a wallet and then the DCU debit card.
Yes, yeah.
Bacho Omra Nomra Meji. Why? omra meji na green card okwaje fofora ebe je obe $250 omuntu mumpo dia first na 250 so omuntu mumpo dia nti kusi ajiman pacha woti announce wakati unu ya se unimu bi odesa kusi ajiman ne green card and then the DCU debit card if you toy na say ni pakrohwe din no say baby Moses tin no say ohwe din na hu ze Ghana din no de koto ni mailbox mu nti mi say kusi ajiman say woti enka na obi tin enka on kan kire no na ne nioma bedi ha na omra meji yeah manu to back to you.
Yes nti
the announcement is say you go soon say make sure honorable Kennedy Japan aba America nti yeah try say na ibinya honorable Ken na CCA Sunday we no yeah try fixing the country for no.
Yes, fixing the country.
Hopes in adoye na
Usubempa.
Ernest Usubempa. They are coming to America tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Eti eno na gaji frame no.
Okay.
Na yedi on community Usubempa ni hopes na doye. Kwesi adaba so be available.
Yeah, I said during the day.
Sunday, during the day. Sunday, nyami adma.
Yes.
Because of availability no Sunday no be nyam.
Yes.
So we'll be hosting them here.
Yeah.
Sunday, and then the following week we will get your mentor.
Exactly.
My mentor Kennedy Japan.
Yes.
And the president
I have to sharpen my
president is also coming to town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and very soon we might also get some delegates, ministers with the president.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Gaji Bojima so he can get us some week. Of these people. And very soon.
Good month.
Yes, good month. Yeah, very soon. Manucho can push all his thoughts and agendas to some of the delegates coming with the president to the visit. And then we will also have the opportunity of talking to fixing the country for why they are rebacking the fix the country agenda.
I need and all that.
Will be here.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah, so they'll be here Sunday.
Yeah, Thursday 16th.
Sunday we
so Sunday 19th. Yeah.
Sunday we are hosting Ernest Usubempa will be here and then we'll be
live
talking
in
to them.
Yes.
And see that is it. Obisi Linus also the my money foolish guys no. I mean the little message in here. Comment me name say no, but
let's see. I want to see who is about. Sometimes I live young Shenidino.
Yeah, what him said disguised name. Nana Kofi Abeka says true talk. My boss Nucho, a lot of crooks in our security services and state agencies because they fought for the party during elections. Their capabilities and qualifications are not considered, and these people will chop state funds, nyafu, and chase our sisters and girls too. It's so disheartening when you think about it. Manucho, please save your breath because these politicians will be at the losing side if they make the system to work.
Yeah.
Some of these party crooks will go through fire to fight for these parties because of some Ghana 200 and promise of getting appointment when that party comes to power.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, my people. Namiaba says Sopo. Okay, I think I read that one already. Opening the company,
it's very difficult.
Keep the messages coming. Join the conversation. Share the video. Now Ghana will work again. I just say you can boom. You see Dudu nam empro Dudu funumo. Let's join the crusade in making Ghana a better place. Unity Radio 103.9 Pabosio Suna where they said say ma Richway Auto School Adaruma. Ena yede yenkranhye sem ebremo na ene yehwe kingalusha mama wakwaba mama wakwaba de dana
wa wakwam no dada
so we kam ho de da
wa mo sa so se cha ziman ti sa wasan odin wakọ oni mfiji kozinya wo ye mo wakwaba mpo ne mo wakwaba de anka you have carried the whole studio outside.
Okay, enti na manucho eka abrabo asem nura se pursue ema obi use pursue no mischievously and teacher say pursue obi ana na ene de no eche as a word of motivation ya to program no so no efi Maxima Lagis and I can't say you say life is a mountain. Your goal is to find your path, not to reach the top.
Yeah.
Because no be able to do top.
Not all of us can be president.
Yeah. Not all of us can be president. Until you find your path. Our path is to be journalist, to critique and to comment, and of course to open the eyes of the public and to speak truth to power and to also as a matter of urgency, try to educate our people. Yanya Juma Media share and Sanono. Inti Maxima legacy and cancer say life is a mountain. Your goal is to find your path, not to reach the top. Because any will be able to reach the top. Inti say you know, sometimes I sit back and I look at myself and I ask myself, say, yeah, o mampani kofo. Yeah. Ini ninu adokofo. Yeah. How would their mother, how would she have ever thought, say, maybe we are mawuni there, Oba be president. Nana do nuanum, how would they have thought, say, Oba be president? President Mahama from committee chairman to assemblyman. No, but Julie say I can be president. But sana nyamishisha na die. Inti say yanshisha so be president. Inti nempenifo say ufiti prekope porsia. Moja na eden. Eba. I was asking myself the last time, Joe Biden, and you know nkwane ne maame ba. Joe Biden woni nuanom. Exactly. And so Joe Biden was the chosen one to be vice and now president. Inti find your path. You can't always get to the top of the mountain because yes, and you be on the betimi adru mountain so ho kinkai ako jinawaka say I have reached there. No, but find your path. The path you find will make you comfortable, happy. But if you aspire to get to the top, abra, you were not ordained to get to the top. You will never be happy because you are championing that something that you were not destined for. Timoma yenshano so sakwan so na ebeboa yin. Timoma yen hu say bipono esie right esie no nye nyina na ebetimi aduru akọ so hopa nyame wo ba bi o de obi akwan ato until life is like a mountain. Your goal is to find your path, and then find your path, be happy with your path, and just champion what your path are or is.
It's very deep. I really like it. I mean, just like being on a bus, there can only be one bus driver, there can only be one pilot, but others are on the crew also doing their job. Life there, you to me find your path and be happy. Maybe I'm say very stressful. So finding your path that this will make me happy. Don't live the life of pleasing people and I say when I'm young find your own path. Know what makes you happy. Maybe just to speak. Make us a menja home. Obi and cogs no more casam brete. Also they hands on like when most is about say also working on a car. You can see dexterity, adroitness. Maybe say to me. So find your path and be happy with it. Not all of us cannot be one person. All of us can have what you're doing. Even a janitor at Walmart in the pattern, his job is to create for others to have conducive environment to also ease themselves in identity. That should be your goal.
Okay.
Find your path and
find your path and be happy with it. And kase obi ato G wagon. Nti chinchina is sounds uto because only in INS there be nyame nhye different
G wagon. She's also a Z wagon.
No dey G League.
G League.
And also 4 goals.
Hey, 4 goals.
G League. Kaluja.
Intern one bantam wa Messi crane to me answer. Messi crane to me answer. What's your for?
Quickly and the moment sports
weather for leisure. Tell me about the weather for
there's a man Rich Road to School, 65 James Street, open driver's license, Ayaka, Oboejuma, Richard Boejuma. In short, open so pass permit, or road test echo, and now I think episode can everything for Rich Road to School, and I bring 65 James Street. Now, your number near 508-459-1331, 508-459-1331. Ofrenya yabejo so na bibia konkan enso e de ama master dan so any dan auto repairs adaruma my yenhwe weather report no Worcester ha and nice day 70s we are right now 70 na yebeko about 70 71 musa kopim se everybody we are 2 from 3 p.m. no beko into upper 60 69 now drop it down to around 60 bet say 4 by 8 p.m. About 11 or 63. Internet temperature no maximum about 71, minimum about 63. There is no indication since you be about right now. It's going to be cloudy, mostly cloudy, and then it will get to cloudy from 3 p.m. going. So that is how the weather looks like for the rest of the day in Worcester. Brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs, 45 Fremont Street. Car no yare, car no problem. Or how be Fabre master down so now CC in Fama Naka no soon to me emo ejuma Dan Auto Repairs anana etayechi am I the weather report bro and a good day unsam no ye brainity ye bonnet toto the news of the day and it's UEFA Champions League matches aba so no and I call sunra no the news and it's a team my friend said Lionel Messi. Team my friend Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Any Neymar, any Mbappe.
Yes.
They said team the assistant team.
Exactly.
The best three in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to me and say Club Brugge. Matna wa ye twabo and go besi na PSG this year you know I tipped PSG and you tipped Manchester United.
Of course.
And the two teams are not so far showing glimpses in Europe.
Yeah.
Locally they are doing well, but in Europe so far week 1 omo anchre credentials are you who omo a ema ye tip omo, but locally Ghana Black Stars said ye kan no owura friend said Milovan Rahivac ene mepacho ono ena Ghana empenifo afa ne se omra ema mehwe Black Stars eso the second coming. Serbian coach Milovan Rahivac will arrive in the country next week to take over the Black Stars job. The 67-year-old has agreed on a 2-year deal with the Ghana national team and will be unveiled to the public after signing the contract. Now, reporter Ghana Sokanet diabetu juache say sika Ghana dibetua papa no bosumi bia no aye 45,000 Joe Biden dollars. And no beka Milovan the last time I coach Ghana ache yepa but oko Thailand eko coach Thailand national team. Before I did adwuma we be manuchu papa no ni adwuma.
Yeah.
No or you coachless. And he did adwuma we but he went to Thailand. Eko coach Thailand. Now making a return to the Black Stars fold after 11 years. Obekaya or resigning from Black Stars after the 2010 World Cup to sign for Saudi Arabia. Obekaya says Saudi Arabian team from said Al Jeddah. Satami hiano pao.
Yes.
And Ujaya Hokoye.
Yeah.
Because it's Milovan and so Eddie and they say the Black Stars coaching job no omo Eddie ama obi na and also Eddie na CK Akono David Duncan. According to exclusive report about say Ghana FA Eddie omo ka a combined fee of 555,000 as salary arrears.
Cedis or dollars?
Dollars. Me keska wa cedis memo.
Okay.
It's been reported that the government of Ghana asked Black Stars coach Charles Akono and his assistant David Duncan $55,000 in unpaid salaries. According to the report by City Sports, 425 represented 17 months of his 25,000 per month contract. Duncan, who was on 10,000 a month deal, will be expecting 130,000 from the Ministry of Youth and Sports as payment for 13 months left on his deal. And also Eddie no inti combined fee of $555,000 and Ghana yebe tuyama CK Akono. I didn't even know David Duncan was his assistant.
Yeah, Duncan.
Did you know?
Yeah, I know. Na some Brony Bakuni Brony and I'm Greba very weird. Yeah, 2 deputies.
Okay. Inti
Brony the Endenaka.
Mubarak Wakasu na beda di Bronika. Na se Ghana de be bu ye ho kwasia.
Oh yes.
Mubarak Wakasu awoshi CK Akono well in his next job. Say ye na dia. Wakasu the man another life. When I was a little boy in Tamale, I watched you play football. Later I became a ball boy player for Goldfields where you played. You became my coach at Black Stars. Thank you for everything and best luck in your next job. I know you will succeed at CK Akono. Inti we Wakasu Mubarak and I always say CK Akono well and also Eddie no na me ba cho yefura emre no ko there are a lot of other stories Akono sack a step in the right direction. Coach I friend J.E. Sapon wasi Ghana say aye bibi papa da and only say Ghana yet me a pump coach a friend say yeah CK Akono yeah
enemies
frenemies I don't know frenemies
but now when you are coaching you are glamoring for Ghanaians with our national team now. Like I say, yeah, be papa, ya pam. Anyway, he's been truthful. He's been a Tuka Barreto in there. I mean, I didn't and you don't say that it looks bad. It is bad. But I did expect it from him anyway. Why? I know he's noted for some of these really strong words. Yeah, he's upon. I mean, he's really
international sports. Muka quickly. I mean, Jamamo. Chelsea, I brand your friend Rhys James. So him no.
Yeah,
very well. So him Rhys James.
Yes.
When him
a very good winger.
Wing back.
Emma why?
Chelsea.
Kasa champions of Europe. Respect.
Defending champions of Europe.
Europe, yeah. Just to see are champions until another champion is
you are
found.
defending it. Yeah. Yeah, till another champion comes.
Yeah, but the unfortunate and the bad news and it's Rhys James.
Yeah.
Champions League medal no. Na ni aji abroso. the medal has been stolen.
Oh.
Chelsea star Reece James Champions League and Euro 2020 medals stolen.
Oh. And Ronaldo Beckham back.
Yeah, Reece James has appealed for help from the football community in identifying the individuals involved in stealing a safe from his home that contained his Champions League and Euro 2020 medals. The Chelsea fullback has posted an update on his Instagram account confirming that his house was burgled on September 14 while the defender was away with the Blues for their fixture against Zenit St. Petersburg. 4 CCTV clips were also released with a social media post with James calling for help to identify those involved. Until Reece James CCTV no you know hangofo no bagel fioni adini na until we are safe niko. Oh, the Champions League in England and so runners up medal na gone till Reece James the ato no. Okay, quickly near ten say FIFA rankings aba ene latest one. England are rising above France. England above the 3rd best country in the world. Team Audinkan as usual. Belgium. And Brazil. And so etosumi no. The FIFA rankings no. They say the England or Kokra. Now uko England omania ji bose and omu esresa adan say share. Oga say easy. Now unze now ka say adana Italy ma. So now you now ka say Italy should rise up because after winning
they
but Italy rankings no more from before they won the win no more for Munse when they were winning. Belgium and the other teams were also winning, but to see how more winning a build the points though with time to come, but still Belgium any dinkai na and also at the end na see the England forces when ya jiseja almost when ya baby eden ejina about 3rd best country in the world. Time in Tesen Kamebo Nina Nanka who Ghana crab a beer but time no call because there's Momo ya research nana Momo ye Naba exactly because Ghana was sharing a bit brands and walk yeah culture on 50 from 50 to 60 going from 50 to 60. Oh my Ghana. On my Kron Ghana. Exactly. Oh, can't add or money in the Ghana. And can win a compete Brazil. Brazil came and you know about 2 head to head. Oh, it's another share. And then I'm a person get cover Lucien Favre because Nanka almost style of play no. Yeah. Kakram my because when say you play your style of play Nanka I say. Yeah. I say you need identity. We needed to because Samuel we know boss are tiki-taka no. Sometimes sometimes the angel the devil you know. See I quite say I should be a better wakuma. Nti ya woni me dada no but sometimes you need to be careful before you realize. Yeah. Also he left us when he was doing well. I saw Pamano. After 2010 he decided to move on to go to El Alios to go to Saudi Arabia. No, and then money but I think he's good. I mean, he's still good. Power rankings. Some Manu just in power rankings. Yeah. Clubs at Europe. Modern being rated. Ghana 53rd. Yeah, 53rd. Yeah. And FIFA ranking by not power rankings. 5 new clubs, but no room for Manchester United or Barca. Top 10 clubs in Europe. Oh yeah, of course they've been. 10th team Everton. Yes. 10th team Everton. Napoli 9. Yeah. Wolfsburg 8. And meka na maka onso omo ye no week bia week bia yeah. Na Everton last week kwa na omo nka omo ye new club afa no omo top 10 ni mu. And Napoli omo so ye new omo toso 9 na omo nka ho. Wolfsburg aba 8 last week no omo was 7. Njo hwa omo kra no omo back 1 spot. And PSG last week no more the second because they couldn't win Omaba 7 last week no more omotosu 2 is Omaba tosu 7 team otosu nsia Real Madrid no nka ho last week kra is Real Madrid ababe tosu 6 team otosu enum Roma na omunso nka ho last week no omu top 10 nimu is Roma abetosu 5 Jose Mourinho factor juma Mabeto so 5 on Tony Abraham why in the games. Oh yeah, but I told you Tony Abraham was
Arsenal mess. That's why I left.
Kofi Eje say Obakro beja Arsenal.
I mean, anyway.
Into Roma Babeto so 5. And Manchester City also 4. Manchester City is also new. They were not in the ranking last week. When they almost started league, no munya patches. I'm gonna lose first match against Tottenham. Some back here points. T almost drew by winning all their games after week 1 and winning in Europe.
Yes.
I'm on my top 4.
Exactly.
And Liverpool. More that 3 last week ranking. More maintaining that 3 and Chelsea last week not Chelsea that 1. But it's Chelsea abeda 2.
Yes.
Last week not Chelsea that 1. It's Chelsea abeda 2 na Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Abeda first.
They
it's the best club in Europe right now. This week. Bayern Munich. Last week no more that 4. But it's so abeda 1.
The match you play, importance of the match, your results
exactly,
for the weekend.
Exactly.
I'm more like the CNN ranking in
exactly,
It's interesting. I mean, it's a weekly thing.
Weekly thing.
It's opposition in country here and results. It's a sports rating system.
Sending opposition on a bigger coefficient.
Exactly.
Which is why Bayern Munich from 4.
Yeah, exactly.
That one because of Barcelona.
Barcelona winning their league.
And Chelsea couldn't do well.
Yeah, exactly.
Beating 1-0 Zenit.
Exactly.
Zenit is a weaker opposition. Into only coefficient in
It's
top 10 on.
It is good. It's good to have some of these power rankings. So I think I better help here deductions and discussions.
It's okay. I think with that said, UEFA Champions League matches of course on Yemfa results on too quick now. Basically be a Champions League Barcelona Mr. Barcelona PSG there no na fi Marshall Black Stars coaching na ya quickly and results by say ni ko wie Dortmund Erling Haaland she go back Emma England boy we are Jude Bellingham fantastic goal almost Besiktas 2-1 Sheriff Shakhtar Donetsk ni team ni Sheriff and Sheriff
Tiraspol. I mean, it's a fairy tale. It's still on. It's still on.
Almost Shakhtar Donetsk 2-0 unbelievably. Club Brugge and Paris Saint-Germain, the best attacking trial in football. Lionel Messi, Neymar, Mbappe omunyina starting and for the first time and so Ankusiaga Omoni Club Brugge about 1-1. Man City Leipzig 6-3 but Leipzig red card. It was an intriguing game full of goals. Exactly. Leipzig is stubborn. Atletico Madrid Porto red card but still Atletico and Timian Shomo goalless. Liverpool AC Milan 3-2. Sporting Lisbon Fima Ajax 5-1 of Portugal and Inter Milan or say chances Real Madrid there's only penny back home. Ne mu no pasori enti na ma Real Madrid aba power rankings.
We talk as a J League no dem pa on.
J League.
Yeah. We be facing pa be share 4 ba no pasori.
No pasori. We be we be num 4.
Dem by now say share 4 goals na.
Sorry me host to program.
Share 4 goals na say agba no 4 goals.
Unzo share 2 goals home away
no the 2 goals
go home
exactly your ban am saying they start
4-0
we win 4-0 the better bad
Sporting Lisbon 1 Ajax 5 and Real Madrid to share Inter 1-0. So these were the games that went on yesterday and there are some games also enne into your board Champions League we are now fair do Europa Dawson
a lot
Dawson intim boni na time ko almost twitwa so na say e bad down kakra teams no do so too much conference no ya din na bobi nti no de no
ninya Arsenal ni
Arsenal ni Europa League ni Europa Conference
yeah 7
but Jack Grealish lived up to the bidding. He scored a fantastic goal. Very fantastic goal. Wow, there's Emma Ejumekwe from Sasama Trading Open and Papa to Abra 1084. Ghana, African Union, Ash Pharmacy or 1067 Main Street. Open, baby, do prescriptions are far. You can food the amount Sefafa Ash Pharmacy, Union or boy Jume Yipa. Immunizations be a OPB, Ghana. Now, so vaccinations be answer. You will be a Henry be a sending message. No, be say, COVID test or hope. In fact, the answer I got is say also omuton self-test kits ni bi. Name omunye bi but no crown no say omo running out because amount for top into all the pharmaceutical shops ni na be kono na bi ni ho but no bi no omuton self test kits no eno na oton name mo no de onye bi elho ba wo pese wo talk it ni bi dia menim se bi ba in stock maybe we can update our viewers and listeners. Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon, Brabe UT 687 Melville Street. And as a immigration issue, be now per lawyer be obebo. Now only do unkomo or ye aggressive or cost or ye aggressive. Ye crofo be bredia dance fan hodia. Now Stella Angwafo and Elo offices attorney Stella Angwafo friend na nenkasa na omwa 508 748 535 508 748-535 offer no ono bekasa yare bia problem bia offer no obebo sanso no san financial expert ana professional say living benefit life insurance and living benefit wo nyina o yebi critical illness chronic illness terminal illness college savings plan for umma probate court ni nyina ya there and also prepare for retirement and build a legacy for your family. Say o pese o build a legacy. And rounds and make us say obi efirimu amanu chosika ujana ma through life insurance 20 million US Biden dollars. Nti nyina no the law firm of lawyer Angwafo be friend of 508 740 8535 508 740 8535 titru so immigration issue abusia men sorosoro nansa no akopɛ lawyer men sorosoro nansa pe obi professionally no ndi wanimo nimra no obetumi ayo kasa mafo omo adaroma ne this sports bremo. Let me start with you Manucho quickly yenko it's 11:40 and then over 5 minutes Kalusha 5 minutes by 11:50
I have to run like a man in a J League. I mean
and I use okay when you 20 minutes will be too much.
Too much. Let me just go quickly. After Miliband Rival, I mean the biggest news in Ghana. And now just around 1:30 now, it started popping up. I knew maybe where I can understand them is that they had a very short range. Some say 72, some say 48 hours to really produce as a coach. It's eventually they have to speak to Mustafa Yusuf, the Minister for Sports, whether Ghana government is ready to pay for a foreign coach. They gave them the go ahead. Until at least it made it open for them to really go in that direction. Then they decided on choosing Milo. I mean, 67 years Serbian, and we remember his exploits after Crowley Ramon Yekofana, and I think he did well with the team for whatever reason. 2010 we had to really play again. Nigeria hosting it's only had to take way to get us off. Egypt beating us 1-0 in the final, so it tells you that we had a good run at the World Cup too. We had a very decent squad. I mean, where people also play that card that we shouldn't be over relying on his exploits, because 2010 World Cup save Makelesi and one baby no. Everybody else you can take in recent times in Ghana no, was at that party, and they gave us really a very good run, including KP Wati and then Adionbe Bobi Mai. But at least we were just 120 minutes away from a semi-final bet. It tells you that in the tactics really worked to perfection, beating the likes of US in that tournament. So for me, I'm really in that state. I've been a believer of the fact that at this point we need, our team is in shambles, so we need somebody here. We can't experiment with somebody who doesn't know anything about African terrain. The team, he has that respect to the team, and like we keep saying, we're only hoping that he's not coming back. You see, the way he left, and it tells you that our loyalty to Ghana is a bit suspect. I mean, that is where the problem is, because after what he did, he decided to walk away virtually. After that 2010, he never tell but I say he wanted to go, and it has not been a smooth ride for him. We're sharing a trajectory now, where others also have the right to really discuss. The last time around, he was in Thailand, 2019, and he was sacked after being beaten by India. India showed me the Asian Cup 4-1. Then on 9th January, we decided to no 2019. So for like almost 2 years and counting, he's been off job. If this job offers some chance for him to come back to mainstream coaching, why not? But I'm looking at the prospects. What did he do with the team? Does he have what it takes? So I'm not too surprised. I think it's a good reason. We have it will be a good. It's the best bet at this moment. Lucien Favre, reading about him, I wish we could have taken a chance, but once the team has decided that, you know what, let's stick to the guns, let's stick to the rules. Every Rena was mentioned, but because he has a job and he's enjoying his time there. So maybe 70,000, 100,000, we're not too ready to pay. So kudos to him. Let's see the announcement comes early for him to have the job. Now Duncan and CK Old, you see, it's a deja vu. It's a recurring cycle, which we need to check. As much as we complain and as we feel say 1 year there, no, why do we do this to ourselves? Why employ a contributor? You see, I don't know why these things happen, but I do say now, I think it's a more of a government GFA collaboration and make enter some of these things, because inadvertently Ghana the enemy say FIFA Nyanka football GFA and our football authorities will be autonomous, but the truth is that in Africa we don't have much to pay some of these amounts. It's either your taxes near there need to, but once the taxes and co are being used to, then the government will have a stake in there. But hey, it's a balanced work. But to owe them 550,000, it's a lot of money. I'm thinking that they shouldn't let some of these things happen, and they should quickly pay them. But it's so unfortunate. It's annoying. It's really bizarre. I'm not happy to hear some of these things around the team. And for Wakasu, it's an Obuasi boy, and I read it. I mean, it's very emotional. I mean, he knew him from his days from the north. Oba, and Sika Kuno is one of the major states in Obuasi Goldfields. Those times, that's the team he played for when he was in Ghana. And he said he was a ball boy. He saw him through the time near the end. I think he's a very good player, but coaching, don't coach him being count. It's unfortunate. Maybe you have the time to come back. Now, Rhys James. Yes, I think we find a from man. I mean, you find a way to give me a replica and I say because a young charge now when you way to show his kids, grandchildren someday no be abefa. It's a crank any. I mean, these are two major medals. Whoever picked it up, I think you can't do much with this. So they should just return it. It would be good to return some of these things. Now, England climbing to second, I think is well deserved. They've really done well in that regard. I mean, for whatever reason, we saw their exploits. Even at the tournament proper, the Euros 2020, played in 2021, they were second. They were just one goal away.
Yeah.
They lost. Their football is on ascendancy. And even in the qualifiers, in like 6 games, they've drawn just once. It tells you that the effort in there is huge. So they deserve that climb. I mean, Belgium, as you know, deserve. And like you say, some of these things, there are no sentiments involved. It's a 4-year period based on the matches you play, the strength of the position.
First 10 in Belgium, Brazil, England, France, Italy 5, Argentina 6, Portugal 7, Spain 8, Mexico 9, and Denmark 10, 11-year Holland, 12 Uruguay, US, because there's yes.
US are in 12.
US is 13.
13th. Wow, that's
good. Drop here.
Yes.
Drop here because World Cup qualifiers don't say there.
Yes.
US drop here. And about 13. Germany 14. But whichever way, US is still on top of Germany. 15 is Switzerland. Colombia is 16. 17 Croatia. 18 Sweden, 19-year Wales, surprisingly.
Yeah.
The first African country to make it
Senegal.
in the top 20, Senegal.
Should be Senegal.
Yeah, so top 20. Senegal, the 20th rated team in the world.
Yeah, which is not too bad. I think, but Ghana 53rd in the world, 54th. The African rankings.
Time. Nigeria, I think, okay, I'm in Coca-Cola. Algeria, maybe I'm saying 20 now. Senegal, right?
Yeah, 20.
Senegal 20. The next team, Tunisia 25.
Africa,
quickly.
Africa, Senegal 20th. 1. And Tunisia 25th. Second. Algeria 30th. Almost 3rd.
Morocco
5 point guys. Wow.
Nigeria.
No, Morocco first.
Nigeria by Morocco.
No, FIFA there Morocco is 33rd.
33rd.
And Nigeria is 34th. Yeah.
Okay.
Morocco. Almost
Okay.
Nigeria is 34th. And Morocco is 33rd.
But Ghana we need to run.
Cote
d'Ivoire 54th. Yeah.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. We've really, the crests are falling. I mean, we should be.
Unim the sad aspect.
Tell me.
FIFA diano krano. Once amodi is 15 2 pair. From 50 you can click 2 page 2.
Yeah.
The page 1 yangan.
Yes, wakonya the next 15.
But Egypt had that 48.
Yeah.
Manuel.
Yeah, I think I'm now entering the Champions League proper. I think that at the club, I mean, Sheriff Tiraspol, I mean, the dream is on. The dream is on. I mean, initially, mission there 1-0, and I'm like, wow, this I hope they hold on to. But to beat Shakhtar Donetsk 2-0, it's emphatic. I mean, scoring the 16th and the 62nd minute. People are thinking that the qualification has just been a one-off, but I think that for whatever reason, we need to start respecting them. Unfortunately, no. Osha were in a possession that they only played 25% of the game. Shakhtar Donetsk played 75%. It tells you that they were just efficient. Possession is not property. That's the only thing you can take from them. But at least 11 shots on target near the end. When your corner kicks, just 5 of them. It tells you that they were just efficient on the day. And I would love to watch them play. I think that for whatever reason, they deserve some mention in there. And my next one be PSG Club Brugge. For me, I need Bruges will always from Belgium will always offer some resistance. But for Mr. Champions League of a sort, I mean, Messi, he scored a lot of goals, the highest goal scorer for one team, one club. For one club, scoring a lot of goals for one club in there now. Having the chance to play against, you see, I call them the MNP, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. I think with time, this trial, others have argued whether they are the best ever to happen. But I think that Messi, the argument is whether he's in his prime or he's past his prime. He's just 34 years. I remember so well. You see, one interesting thing was that he had to enter the pitch 17 years ago. Rashkan man a chance in 2004 wearing the number 30 jersey. He walks in there again. It was more like nostalgia was really brought to the party. People are a bit worried. I mean, whether their combination can work out. It was Mbappe who was the star for the night. I think that he had some beautiful runs. He had to tee up Herrera. Herrera showed that beautiful one goal for them. But Bruges were not overall. They came back strongly to really equalize. I think early days yet to start writing PSG off, but they need to really up their game. I think one of the major reasons they brought in Messi was for Champions League. I think for their local winning, they have enough cover to really win it. So he needs to really bring up his game for them to start winning. So kudos to Club Brugge. I think they've done well to hold one of the triumvirate, the most powerful triumvirate in the world in Messi, Neymar, Mbappe there. I think they've done well. Now Man City, Leipzig. I think it's a game. What should I say? Cricket scoreline. So
far, what determine it all?
Cricket scoreline. I think for Leipzig, one player getting the 3 goals is what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Nkunu really getting 3 goals for them in there. He's
that
the
guy
man
is
of the match. Fantastic. And Grealish, like you said, beautiful goal. I had a chance to watch it again.
Yeah, Grealish goal.
And Nathan Ake also getting the chance to score to score a goal for them.
For City.
Worcester City, they are so much on fire. Why people rate Pep Guardiola? Because in 3 games, he shared 21 goals. Yeah. He's free scoring.
Power rankings in Waban and
yes, he knows how to. He makes football look beautiful. He's just a.
That's why I wanted us to get that Lucien Favre. No? To change our style of play.
Exactly.
Create an identity for the boys.
Yeah, of course, our Eastern European countries too much. I mean, they give us.
On your progressive, you see why you are saying Thailand even kicked him out because they were beaten by India.
Exactly, India.
After Ghana, on progressive.
Yeah, I agree. In principle, then I make say. I mean, I wouldn't.
And I was listening to Dangoku Ebu Amano Pay. They know more can say GFF for no pay. Don't beat me a man police. I'm gonna Jumada. I'm the weakness near. You know, sometimes they say we need a coach uncle bet me a stabilization.
Yeah, exactly.
From the FA.
Yeah, in the short term, build the team very well. Yeah. I mean, your results are fine, but the ultimate is to climb up. I mean, climb up. At least we should be in the top 5 on
anyway,
the African continent.
Let's support him. Whatever.
I support him because I think that I don't believe in something so new because on the frustrated, affected.
I say you wanted Wenger out.
Was it?
Wenger
no, because he was not doing well. On your day, you don't keep somebody because he didn't go because he was bad. He left because he felt he had completed the cycle.
Or stagnated.
Yeah, but coach on your day, why keep him? I mean, I will never support Wenger. I think Wenger should go. He had outlived his prime.
I mean, called Kalusha.
I think, okay, maybe Liverpool, the end, Liverpool was the only one.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, tomorrow on goal. I mean, he needs to up his own stage.
Oh, but I know, I wish yes. And you know, he was blocking a shot. Born in the way, see, make me who on goal. No, I had to go and watch it. And you know, cry. What do we actually highlight? No,
I agree, but still, their own goal. So,
your own goal be
you can blame the player.
You can blame the player.
He should have kept a bit of head.
No block. And the way, and the keeper no cross. So I don't know how the keeper also came closer. But it's me far. Keeper nechi.
Oh, okay. It deflected. Yeah. Okay, I get you now. Like a shot now.
And all block.
Yeah, those ones happen. Because that one you don't have any control. Yeah. I mean, and you are not a tree. You are a human being standing there, which I agree with you. Now, Salah will say penalty. I mean, that's but he made amends in there. For whatever reason, I think Liverpool has done well because
he came back to score.
Yes, to score them kind of 48 minutes he made amends.
But AC Milan were I should say were lackadaisical. They gave Liverpool too much respect. Exactly. Every game they could have at least gotten a point.
It will make the return very interesting, especially Ibrahimovic now then back into the game. It will make it more interesting. But Liverpool, there. I mean, against or at a point they were down, but for them to really gather themselves and
first goal quickly. Yes. AC Milan better show 2-1 at half time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But AC Milan scored 3-1.
Yes.
And it was disallowed.
Disallowed goal.
Liverpool better.
Yeah. So for me, it's a lot of Liverpool have done well. I think I have to pat them in the back. It's not easy. That's why power ranking they really had to really climb up there. So kudos to Real Madrid too, going away together.
Yeah, that was an important victory for Carlo Ancelotti because game almost started in G League na neshe.
Yes.
Kalu.
What I want to emphasize on Yemidi, Mr.
Number Odi.
No, so G League no game. I have to.
No.
That should not be my name. Please. That should not be my name.
Masa.
That should not be my name. There be also the G League neshe. All the supporters on the G League. What kind of my
Miss over to you, Kalu.
There be also you do the G League neshe.
Do the time you have G League.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's
G League.
That's not my name, Pacho.
Na G League nya J ano ya de J ana G.
Obia o de fi ade oye na mde bibia ejuma na mde
onzo obetiri mo
nipa ba akwa na de bia mo attacking nipa ba akwa esa na ma de nya interesting ade di agro akra na ejai by the day be one person every day be one person metio ni na the same thing the same thing. No man come asem so me no buy all by the me feel say party for there we will keep on sinking.
Yeah, but juvenile league there in Fanamra.
No. I mean, it's juvenile or whatever. The man has.
He's outlived his relevance. Maybe I'm never in support. After leaving Ghana,
2008 or you know. Or free Ghana 2008 to 2010 or free Ghana no. Or where you 1 year. Ninya 1 year until say that's yeah. About Thailand no. Now guys or Jay Accra, Cup of Nations crown.
Omopamono, yeah.
And to be Miloman right bet some medical number 200. I don't think the exploit in 2010 no. It's 11 years under the line no. It has nothing to offer Ghanaians. What I say no. Say a person a coach you be top notch soccer now. It's better say be good coach, good quality coach. No amana babayin but say you ba say na you will sink to the time now na if say then time na they did left for Coco boy to for those kind of stuff we still go there because one Israel we should see the same after 2005 qualification to World Cup 2006 we have a new crop of players here now they were doing good. And now they have the knack for good exploit. The like of Muntari, ACM, Steven Apia, Chips are more now the commitment level no higher than players are we having right now. It is a compliment of the squad that now 2000 friends saying 8 to 2010 and yet that same squad because at time crime say Saki either Kokofan Kolora or we bought can 2008 Angela Saki on the Kofano and on they call 2010 World Cup or the quarterfinals by virtue of what Suarez they got in Sakochi Bono. But since then maybe Akubiano one year then say I did crowd so quiet so Kupiska way Hilaro Sudano Nanka first Saudi Arabia na sketch na odi this guy we na me say that Ghana for no Emma they don't almost money they for no office why matured but coaching other coaching kokoye no there was a flop me one now we are just going to instead of even NK Basika kuna cry town nke we just put in but I never
be munso dwene sa be so no abesi
no be bet me han say the skin color no what I say the Ghanaian players no or mentality is most of the abrofunu here into abrofunu they will stamp the authority the player selection and then unknown eye for the talent in any be very different but yes apart tactics what I say I don't see him to be in the forefront you know obet me a baby bia kama the senior national team embrace my company any that na can send me Gabriel said, "Ochidako can't see me." And one a foreign coach be and obey my better or bear busum moche, o maniska, or say, o expect good results. What be that? Now, they now a unfounded and a crime and a bush of one anymore, and a psychological required a book of my and if I'm say, Sika, you know, in as much as was son, every for one. Almost disrespecting the power and the ne assistant ni na ne backroom friends say workers ni na no disrespect you because how on earth say can you be being in charge of a team, national team 5 months? Now how was he even surviving? Because na me say how was he even surviving? Ebusuafo the pressure baby say daddy me escape bi anti this guy be our pay go that and so dey ehwe he was working my Ketokreku or the where or the SLT sike na man for kai but the name for some so cool stream so officer government and betu akana you have to liaise with the government to say this what is going on and this mama affairs the coach in Scar don't expect any good performance from him. That's why you could see that the coach was technically bankrupt because the Odiska Ojemaah in Trianica. Now when Ojemaah in Trianica or the now dini ni bibi akwa kushim now akwa performance will be a team baby a Trianica. So what the Mitchell say. So that was
so coach Siki Akono you think wasn't successful because he wasn't paid? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying it could be a factor because when be Ejuma now or Ejuma. Now you respect.
So once you accept, once you accept the conditions and the terms to work, then you have to work diligently. It's either you do it or you don't do it.
But pay no so can be. Pay the county.
But did you ever hear CK? CK are complaining that.
Everyone complaining.
We can think.
No, what I'm saying is psychology can affect him. Yeah. How can you be doing a job? I am mandated to say this kind of job. Now you try 8 months.
Na Ghana nya de oya no.
Oh, but abofun ba de etua ma omo.
Abofun ba say ye bobo omo aye de omo ka unze broni assistant na eboni.
And even tanker director ko abofan no kwa no omo boni di. Omo boni di nti ono oni ni tikro mu na so be sisi no. Now we're expecting what from him. That's what I'm seeing. At least esenka mo ntuma nya no ka bosum bi omo na half kra na. Nka betuma jinja no. No mo no so tuma gbadwuma no. Ono be ka say ejuma me ye kra na ntwa me ka. Eda na me de ma ho di na him. Me the imagine that's my mind but I don't tell you man here take bankrupt on Duncan nyano sike ni Duncan nyano omuntu eska no mo menu ya na bregoya masake ne dia nka be hwe ya ka abofo na omo sake abofo na mbeso omo discover do nyina mo so omo njinko omo sake na omo fa de sika man no omo pesa do Arrest James madam I think sir UEFA I think sir they might have what do you call it a way de bois na players be losing that valuable madam
Oba party you see or disagree with you on some point be I'll make it so she wants to call in.
Oh, okay.
And then when you see you the bebo and barrier to as well as she calls into the show.
UEFA for what my anticipating say they should have some reserve medals be obi eyira ne medal na omotumi dia man or kana say or shan one no dia man but they have to give the person one should be one warning say when you lose dia you don't have anything both medals is coming from UEFA.
No, but I think they might find it because CCTV nya ba omo hungrofo no but e bia na omo nya omotumi
confirm with us
Tom Brady. When Tom Brady so be we are there you are James but almost track here. Sometimes they can find it for you. But young calling Oba party uni nkomo kakra. Na Oba papom design. Oba otemenga.
Hello.
Yeah, otemenga. Oba otemenga.
Hello, Feda Mitonka.
Apom design.
Nyankopanda Romana moe.
Obi be say yegusu kakra kra osum na den na so be ndai.
Nyame aduma yere ne
sa. Na Liverpool akonta Liverpool ne ho te say.
No ko aduma.
Oh okay. Enra na me ya against me so ne Kalusha nyina mo team ba ko enra na me ya o against ba nye yi.
So team kra nya de be team so ya against na so team. Where they are still
Liverpool wachu ko hwana
wachu me ko eni kotoko nyina wachu me ko
ani ayeka okay you go ba now say Kalusha make a point be now person chip in something
Kalusha can send be na emi say wo ka bibi ba wa still as no wo nya ade wo but we know ya say what accept to be ejuma so na say we can at Ghana there Yenya ye coaches. I will behind. Into the course on Yenya you need the and I'm a science sports producer, you know. I know some of the stuff I have also. Now, Kalusa can say Yenchianica and I had in a car entina if you went to me ampere for me. Many Kalusa and Yaji or no more. It's like you said, you know, a Ghana wouldn't problem here, or no. Maybe you're all crap, I'll be Manocrano. Yet in a car, I Yenchianica. Oh, I feel like I my city, Chianico, the day you look at you with Aquacuti. It won't be as a state, man. It's no performance, the plan, at the mass, you can say, Yenchiaka, in Naya Kupiamo. Now, the way a doctor, not all can say, Yenchiaka, and 2 couples, Yaria was out for one say, I didn't hear. Now, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because man, who do you want to tell over here? You want to hear to Manu. But you want to and none of them are going to for the air Kwamawa. All the Kwama, which is sunny and Chiaka near Kevia, and you pay with you, matches, if you are 2 matches, 5, 1 winning 4 out of 5. Now in Chiaka, I mean, we want to now now 5 matches, no one lose for no one winning a year. Of your going for what a Chiana in Chia.
On one colleague coach is correct. I said it is the best decision Ghana has ever taken. Could J is upon money adding na any ajise apam.
Madam, that's the best decision, Mom. It's good to saw Mama because Mimi said that he wasn't fit for that position.
Yeah.
He wasn't fit for that position.
I cook football ball no more than a better now. Say,
yeah.
Or your Dreams FC full coach, former, and a Dreams FC owner and Abe GFA boss. Tiana Nase.
We don't understand saying that I say you're supporting your dear, and you're so and Kaudi and me in Cabeza. But the Nippon idea, I never first saw your gun and into our idea now enough for someone. And again, upon Uncle Sophia, we take advantage of it. Only a different I am my position, and I will take advantage of it. Office and you have been our son of Sinton, every known to me. Not you money, well, so your project, at least, or you be been on Koya, over to me down, now so what can you say, Master, the Oyan and Koya. And you I know about the pay, I went to camp for me. Therefore, no one went to camp for me.
Son or sound. Okay, Obapatio of Obapatio TV. Now say program event is saying Oten is saying about so that way.
And about to and 6 o'clock this is such a quite any yeah. We'll be asking the other 2 anymore. What you saying you can't ask them the day because I of course to be free. And then you shall say everything me Eddie I drink trap and I so ya from 6 to 7. 1 hour. 6 to 7. 1. Okay. Until she Obapatio TV. So 6 to 7. Oten is saying and then Jumediano. She is the host, and of course, I think I could Tago Nedela, right? NAL guest. Okay. Thanks for chipping in Obapatio. See you and I will see you when anyone disagree.
Opinion like Moses.
Okay, thank you, Papa.
Yeah. Opinion like Moses. Each one has one. I mean, you know, but what I'm saying is, it could be like a factor. Say, you in trial car, you man by Busum watching, the in trial car, or Bushafu, or show me psychologically. Maybe I want to psychological mechanical. It will affect you. And maybe I know funny.
But no, besides, all your doctor in trial can now say. Now, if I also cost strike, they are cost strike.
Chroma say, well, Dr. Bennett because you're trying to come man.
They send you Chroma.
And I don't how many man, I'm going to go free. I'm going to free in Edmano. Edmano, you
had the right to complain or to walk away. But if you did not
one cost strike, one
Africa
obi more minimal.
No.
Psychologically to affect, but
Africa obi more office or papa. And see who competence, you know, they don't look at it. So on one more man and Casenti.
Kalusa Enra went here same way. And you'll be more your papa. Enra. Now Metihana host to program. Me make a point to be said. Keto Kraku, I see Kakono met the press. Time now invited Black Stars players. Media put you to him say, are you being pressure to call some players? Is there any interference or denying? Say I'm my say I am my own man. Fast forward, naked Okrakuno ye GFA boss na nkasa betna media ni ma ka kire say enye seeking kwana selective players. How is this psychologically affecting him? Ono nkasa kra no ye ka bi man na ebisa na onu betumi avoice out no onu ka kata so rather no FA boss no kra na be expose you no. That's why me I don't agree with you on that point, but that's your opinion.
Only agree. I think that is it. African ranking, no. The likes of Senegal, they are hosting.
Into Kikamboma Ghana, also saying top 10.
Also 7. Yeah,
top 10 in Africa.
In Africa.
And 50th in
Senegal
the world.
first, Tunisia second.
53rd in the world.
Senegal first, 20th. Tunisia, second, 25th. Algeria, third. Morocco, 30th. Morocco, 4th, 33rd. Nigeria, 5th, 34th.
Nigeria crani is all of a sudden be signed.
Egypt,
the last
48, 6. And Ghana, 53rd, 7. And Ivory Coast, 54, 8.
Nigeria be signed.
Say you're joking. You want to share Cote d'Ivoire? Yeah, friendly game.
Nigeria won their friendly. And competitive news. So I want more points. No, you lose against South Africa.
Nigeria cross Kivet 2-1.
Nigeria won all their games.
More of statistics where Kalusha Mueria say additions. I mean, the points gained, the strength of the game, the importance of the match.
Yeah, the importance of the match. Competitive games, you get more points.
Exactly.
And the coefficient of the team you are playing. Exactly. Say Ghana. Say your name or maybe to say let me go back to the top. It be a Belgium. Crown a boy and you lose because we played a team that has better coefficient. You lose kra and my points.
We lose there. When 0
cut down to say because Ethiopia we don't get more points than to sell Brazil
because
Belgium.
I don't say a multiplication. They multiply until when we need 3 points. Maybe a strength of team now.
Coefficient almost share the coefficient of the team
and then more points. But Lucidia, I don't expect to get any
coefficient of the team.
Lucidia, you 0.
No, the American say you don't. So lose. I infant say Ghana, Belgium, and Brazil, because the team is superior than you. No, you don't drop points. But who got trauma? South Africa, who done a name? Lead South Africa, and then South Africa beating us into
you gain. You either gain points to come up, or you.
When I want to play with the top rank now,
more points. Yes, was 0 to be the points not the pound.
But say any for Ethiopia for 128 no saying it will just
point is that some shower so we are 0 but someone is gaining points into about a pound. Now they say 4-year period into after every 4 years we are yibigu. What I say say or shower there like 200 now we lose here I still have your 200 but be 198 na share e be 201 to a pound.
Okay,
do you get me? They don't just drop you because you lost.
No,
but you don't gain points if you lose.
Drop you know. Depending on the
team, it depends on the teams that is beneath you. If a team beneath you wins,
they will gain points. They will gain.
No, they will gain. They can overtake you.
Yes,
so ocean rankings now. A country like Ghana, we dropped. So FIFA the bar. Almost the rise here and the drop here bar. Yeah, you toss 53. Yeah, drop your previous points are near one. Near 1420.61. That was the previous points are near. NSC or 1411.3 into your drop down. You drop down because we lost points. Bausha to say on my ben and Nigeria, right?
Nigeria.
Omukromo, yes. Okoshe na Nigeria no more to say.
Nigeria
say Cote d'Ivoire say for instance. Cote d'Ivoire say na ye lead omo. Once make say Cote d'Ivoire munyane but still as see anokra ye lead omo Cote d'Ivoire esan basoro because Cote d'Ivoire first no more down pa no more points first no 1402 first no but it's only 1410.56 do ma ben kra because here been 1411.3.
That means just that you either add points or you maintain the points if you lose. Into being more points or by a pound. Yeah, so you don't really lose points by losing. But you gain points by pound. After every 4 years, we are no we
lose 2 points. Yeah. Ghana lost points.
How?
Yeah, we had 420 the previous ranking because of FIFA total points for this ranking previous points. Now more the either umuvui and I say o drop yaba Until I'm kind last month, or no month by month.
Yes.
Every
first Thursday, no way the other
first Thursday in every month. And on the now, your previous point, which was last month in October, July, August. Now your points are what total accumulation of 1,420.61. But because we matches a player under the month in Ayanya, your point as you say, you lose point. We have 1411.3.
No, I did buy a share. Ethiopia won by Ethiopia.
Ethiopia so more and South Africa cross we are see. But South Africa and almost sharing. We lost points.
On where you August 2016, then 2017, then film. Anyway, take like say a 4-year period. Into every 4 years, you know, the preceding month, no year no film, no more the new one account. This 14-20, no, a match is able for the past 4 years. Point accumulation, no.
Yes, I know there's a sound no.
Yeah, until we do no more be account. Won't he? But the way you drop points,
we drop points. No, until no more did the previous bar, no more the current bar. Now much they say ulusu ugeni oha okohana more plus minus and no more arrow up down.
Yeah, near position.
Yeah, position either say rise and also drop here. It will share a country like Canada say when the World Cup qualifiers no more there. Canada rise, Ecuador rise, Ghana dropped from the red crown no more and arrow it down, and Cote d'Ivoire rise. You
see, I was talking too much because I said me man bomb match. Na say wo bad. That means one person will drop a point. So if I can just say me obi bonus or share me lose point. Then me bomb match. Do you get me? Me body but wabo. But man bona wo boni a show cry in terms of when there. You wouldn't lose point, I wouldn't lose point. But me say work share and come bring point account. You they can play ball games.
What I was saying,
say one boy.
Say you August 2017 film. What they do, they say they also look at the performance in that month.
Exactly.
Boy, you know. You a film now. They say rank we are buying now. Until my tell you know. Here,
month I am more born. Accumulated.
Work up a boy. September, you know. And almost share performance in September.
Exactly.
No man about 10 in September.
Exactly.
And say your friend say you be idea. Matches a boy. How many matches? 2 matches. Well, if on a normal boy, low rank team and team on Modaya say. Back with the admission. But I know that from crowd, no points.
Yeah, you still gain points, but very minimal.
Very minimal.
Minimal points.
And yes, another team on almost die. I say no. But I'm going to difference. They be answered also. Almost sharing. What am I telling?
Yeah, until you make any points.
I'm getting on only points. Yeah, that's true. No, I on no die. I say no.
Yes, South Africa some make any more points by beating them.
Yeah, exactly. No, or Ben.
Or no better more. No, but by Ethiopia share no. I said it was no significant, but a game against South Africa,
yeah,
maybe a draw could have even given us something to go up because maybe no more than and way down like Ethiopia.
Let's move on.
So that is maybe at the bottom line. That's how Mr. Nim said him. I call Champions League. Let me wrap up. Another Pochettino, as I mistake or going to session. Yeah, Manchester against young boys because as a Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, no, young click here. Oh well, in the game, no. But then when you are playing against a club which are not for visual, a bad done deal, oh, you them are free, no. A man are comfortable, because almost take any and almost a man ordinary, not almost like ideas. Until say Messi your boy Bianca or share, I call HETTY cross banner and Sambayano. If you are not free, now if you got crab boot for no. I gain confidence. Now they are almost match on boot for boot. And I mean, I can't share friends Real Madrid against International. It was a match to watch. Now I hype a Monday man on it was good because both teams sitting now. We former champions. Or when they match back to back 3 it was continuously. But 2010 Jose Mourinho I do Mojano Champions League Roman to but almost so no now Adeba Kwana a few minutes Atoro Latoro Martinez and Jinjoko or more partnership no and Shadan Jelly to say no Lukaku no more bono. And to be fair, what time no this players go. I mean, they have some fantastic players in the call Barella.
But I think so. Almost say chances.
Yeah, what if you defend there? Now, body say Serbia, left hand side. Need them say start with
Perisic. Wing back.
Wing back.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, they have
Ivan Perisic.
Yeah, fantastic. Championship. Say, this coach is trying to do something. Now, or you substitution be any payoff man. Rodrigo Baimu and a Cavineja.
Rodrigo Neshego.
And access from that Cavineja. On a machine. And players are or introduced to team. No, in Yako Eddie pass Mamu. If you have a team and then the bench can come up and change the game, because that's the way I'm not getting musical now.
A good team is the one that has a better quality bench.
But if for Real Madrid for shook is yes, my idea. I mean, Liverpool briefly. Liverpool when AC Milano. Was it a grudge match or something? I'm saying, I remember 2005. Bought 3 Liverpool penalty. Show more, Champions League, and the match, now Liverpool 4 share first go don't visit in the driving seat until 2 quick goals from AC Milan. On started Liverpool, but I say AC Milan from first second half they lost concentration and Salah after messing up a penalty. Sherman 2-2 answer captain fantastic. On one time she go on 20. Okay. Jordan Henderson. Everybody 3-2. Where group games? You see, just a matter of just picking up the points. Maybe a goes be by no share. Now the queen.
But Liverpool has a more leaky goals early this season. More considered goals.
Most of them say
2 goals in answer. Trent are not position.
Yeah,
it's really the weakest link. It's a very good attacking, but defensively.
But I don't share first goal. But
what 90 minutes, but also lucky too.
What happened is 2 defenders.
How many bet 1 minute 40 seconds?
The partnership. Matip and Joe Gomez. I'm prepare. Not even Matip. Prepare nothing on mobile.
Yes.
And
some players in the Omina prize. Van
Dijk is the mainstay.
Van Dijk. Or no bar. Me.
I know I'm above Van Dijk.
Yeah, I know Chen. Say partnership. No, we're 2 the partnership. No.
I say we pray. But Van Dijk no game anymore. Or not to stabilize commander. Or but Gomez in there. You need to say Obia partnership. Suspect room. But what time no when they play together, almost home to be solid. And what I'm expecting is early this year.
Arnold Nafanekasa this season is very weak. On the past 2 seasons, there is the best. He's even won to a European team of the season or count. But teams are exploiting it
right now. So Adebako is why offensive minded too much because first, not Fabinho.
Not cover
on the cover.
Now Van Dijk to cover man.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm hoping the day that I will sit here and talk about Chelsea and tell me say you are becoming to Chelsea. You see how many minutes you've used for Liverpool now.
Oh, I'm not become.
No, I'm not. Me call talk about. I'm Kyle. Me Kyle keke. Okay, that's what I can say. Masama Street in Ash Pharmacy, Big Olu Beach, Mabrin Hair Salon, and of course the law offices of lawyer Angbafo, Omada Romanade Sports Bremo, of course from the dailies and the time niti yet to inform your time no it's fast spent. It's exactly 12:22. Now yeah, that's what I can say. Gold Coast Catering Services. Say open duane di jollof rice, grilled chicken, me kan ya na King Kalusha. Also ne manu choko ho.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
also ne manu choko.
Me na me call no.
On the call, and I make can
never to us on the call. Stop
staring the tail of the wolf. He doesn't want it. Famami, Faninya Gumiso.
Oh, Cano.
Faninya Gumiso. Say, catch some famami.
Mufi, Edena, Menena Koi.
Ocean Radia.
Oh, no, I saw call. Men are so don't you be mechanical.
Galusha Jason. Okay, I'm in a Gumanicho. Manucho, and Akoto grilled chicken. Our Gold Coast Catering Services. And I'm coming and Rotana, oh, yeah, dear, so Casacano. Gold Coast Catering Services. And yes, the man who said, Ban said, Open jollof rice, Bankuni tilapia, wachi. aduane ne de you know omo banku ne peanut butter soup na ode omo with goat
ye tiasie na hwa no be be inside for fruit
bi any aponche na omo aponche na so omo sheda ehwo kakra na omo omasa ekoye no ye me favorite and them time na maji omo sa okra de ye tie Ghana ka okro bedu abrochire se okro
the boy de ne bi local dish right no okro
nkruma no
na onyamba kuguma na
so ye nkruma omo take away nkiti bi no I said shito gum na omo ye na okwa na mahwi na
na mana so time I mean criminal so na sense rubber
ekoye rough intibra 8 Blackstone River Road, the only African American restaurant with drive-through. What to come near you aduana call us and make your order na bibia nko ye Gold Coast Catering Services said am kan 8 Blackstone River Road fraying na place you order. Your number is 774 420 7766 774 420-7766. Mr. Ukwa Bisa, a dear friend said loyalty card no, extra coin. Loyalty card no, all it stands for, and it said, Uto Duania, na ya markema, you see, Comoyan electronic, ya markema, until Uto Duania do tenner, na ya cho, one free food, a G good. And those there, Sebas out to do na uko place you 10th order no na ebia enfa se wanya check bia and now down for bia and ebia only kalusha na nama you pay for one you get one free say ne bua nkofu won kwa dia no ajama
bejiba kwa man mama ni
no Gold Coast Catering Services at Romania did from the dailies Bremo but the next day Kano because of time constraints we are getting straight into the political discourse now the issues a group no so dia Bremo. Yes, starting off from Ousu Bempansen, but before that, couple of messages. Mami Abba says, if you are not paid for a job done for something, it even affects your productivity. Manuchu, when they pay the lump sum, the FA also gets their share as well. Now, besides, I don't know chase carrying in a boom. And no, Mami Abba say share. Omu Kutuan boom say, Asike, bro, 357,000 masa, 57 a year deal. Until I see some years, Omuzumunya Omudia.
No, but inadvertently Ghana suffers because just 10 year canon. It has an psychologically affects them.
Who cares about Ghana suffering? I'm using it loosely.
Oh yes, I get you. Somebody don't care. They care about their pockets. I mean, lining their pockets.
We want our economy to go well and keep paying people in dollars while transacting business locally. What sort of leaders do we have? Yes, it you have Black Stars for Sika. It you have dollars. Uko France, I know I catch France president say ube kuchia national team be to Sika dollars and come penia. Uko UK it you pounds. Uba America it you dollars. Uko Holland it you Dutch. Ghana and Kwandi at ho it you kuchi kakra it you dollars. O my be cranny. And no na mamia ba and so can. Neymar, Messi and Mbappe couldn't even win against Club Brugge. Please, let's be why. So what? Maybe so. I'm about ranting Mizano.
When your baby do I'm white.
Say Enumguasia PSG Enumguasia for Nama Manchester United and your shadows. Exactly. When your baby do Mutia question. Now a team made up of Neymar, Mbappe, and almighty Messi.
Yes.
Now want to me and Club Brugge. And yes, money buy Munich na boy. And yes, money Man City. And yes, money Chelsea. And yes, money Arsenal.
It's a wake up call.
And yes, money Arsenal.
Arsenal I can't bet you bet 10.
Arsenal team. Club Brugge you better than Arsenal.
Oh yeah, for now.
And there for now. Yes. Well,
I will not double, but that's what I believe. Arsenal needs a lot of learning to do.
Team be on a downward spiral. Arsenal it's
now going through. So now Arsenal is
still Arsenal is better and bigger. If you're a player right now, okay, let me say question. Yeah. If you're a player right now, near the Arsenal, can create any Club Brugge I'll be there.
Club Brugge will give you better prospects. Arsenal, till something different happens, they're only living on past glories.
We are saying they were
Oh, Simon.
Oh, okay. Okay, good day, professors. Say Unity Radio 1039. Hey, man, Royal baby. Royal dear, says, oh, yeah, Jamaica. Or say, Nana Kofi say, but Opo Mr. Champions, or say Opo Mr. Champions League couldn't help his old men beat the younger boys.
Mr. Champions they said about way and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo,
yeah. I don't know kind of Messi the one club Champions League. I mean, when it comes to scoring for one club, he holds up.
Kwesi Usu, I know Nana Kofi Abeka the buy. Kwesi Usu say Opo Ghana will never develop. It's not a case. Also Moyidia Bagana.
Oh yeah, so you see different signs, but near there. I mean, aginsem.
Where shows aginsem?
Oh, near there. Near idea.
Yeah, there's another say Rashida Financial Services. Seban se upese ututu usikasem. Oh yeah, unya mortgage protection insurance, college planning, Medicare plans, life insurance, retirement. Me pacho your life insurance na ewo living benefits ni bi. Enu nyina no Rashida bebo ya catch renew by waye adwuma wo internal revenue service for so long a time. Sisi ano or financial specialist. Osan field underwriter just ultimate true insurance ne policies ne adema wa bin pa tifre Rashida na college planner no ye bi ma o ma no na nkwada ne ndu so mo be college na nyoma de na kwam 781-354-3060 781-354-3060 for Rashida Financial Services na ne nkasa so you oba na wutie na no pay na ope primary physician doctor wabin ewo mapom din mo betumi aboa ma wapom din no SCP esitadia na mekanfo Dr. Kwame Amponsa and Vernon Women's Health Services ena edi amount Vernon Women's Health Services Dr. Kwame Amponsa say menkanche say ono wa specialize ewo mapom din mu or a professionally trained gynecologist as a obstetrician or a very dedicated to Nejuma and he's been working in the health field industry for only God knows so many years and to our more than enough experience to connect and take care of new patients. Ebano say oyoba opa wo female reproductive system and our being womupa or sign your surgeon. Debi ameka say it is not easy to get a health care physician as your primary doctor. One or a gynecologist or sign your obstetrician and or sign surgeon. What is more or sign your addition Emma doctor for yat ti omo mo ba abesua de only train you omo ti wa bin keke so friend never o health needs o your bad ya fani nyina ehye Dr. Kwame Amponsa enso ensem na onhwe emwa 508-459-2706 508-459-2706 owo eye Vernon Medical Center building no 3rd floor hono or suite number 312 suite number 312 ukoha ubehuno no ahwe wase wo ye Ghana ni sabi unioma nyanwie peye enioma ni nyansisi so uyo ba de abra bracho ni nyina nse ohwe manko apomuden enye or special or gynecologist just like I said to a specialized in female health any female reproductive health bra say adi a friend say hormone disorders any ading na ohwema on term STIs any ading na ansana agati too bad. Dr. Kwame Amponsa ehun komono no yede asra kese Madanko African Market and Wholesale say ope baby a obetumi anya hahama de friend no Ghana dudu na wotumi anu abi na wanom na aboa na tu nyare wase ama fever no afiri so blood pressure na confirm there na ye kanfo Danko African Market and Wholesale and idea amount 785 Main Street. The new Danko I represented the true definition of African market. Ope Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Bebia, Ubenyebioho. Now ope a war, the free Guinea, pure African honey. Nimiano Ubenyebiato. Ewo Danko African Market and Wholesale 785 Main Street. Near Fasidani be KM Raf Roofing. Oboye dan so e wo Ghana nyina so e dia ma nyumako we nyina daruman. And almost as cinema ye political discussions no so e de ebrewo. Now quickly yen share na yen hwe ensemo a ewo ye pronso ene. Ya be hwe o reference say Usu Bempa Reverend ensem no or say tell Dampari to forgive me. Reverend Usu Bempa break silence. Stop it. If you are stop it, you are harming my client's case. Usu Bempa's lawyer cautions Sami Jemfi. Ubeka Yanra Sami Jemfi Beka said Reverend Usu Bempa koshe nkom se Baumian to me my president of Ghana because Ghana for you ready say be cremoni leader and ama MPP for ashe da akwachino no na lawyer ni mako ne buafu pa se Sami Jemfi nsema okika no o de be ha Usu Bempa ma ye mia asem no kura ma ne ho akwachino nti o se na ni nsem na Sami Jemfi kika no kwanti o man caution se Sami Jemfi nyai sansem no enso eka Another chance so President Mahama vindicated as a great ministry makes U-turn on possible food shortage. And everywhere so-called experts who told voters to ignore statistics in 2016 now in government holding up economic figures. President Mahama and I say edrumrebi baumia lecture can say inflation in numbers and reflect here numbers no ensure upeso hu true state of the economy akodwa so ko bisa niam abo o se ene nwanwa se ne de expert na mo kan asa no omo adane omo ho ena ne de omo de interest rate of form inflation of form ena omo de eye na kane na ono kan ne de mo se ma yemfi ene de no na mo de ye adwuma eno eye Mahama enso nsema ode atudwa omapani dada. NDC flag bearership is not it's for all, not one person. Ya Obuatinjan was say the neck of NDC as a omo aton party na ma enipa bako na flag bearer yenyenyiye as a party of flag bearer da omo close doors na ma amino ade na ma ayeti se ade ne yenyanko nkoto abanko congress kranko yi de obedi anim enso party no hierarchy ne de as omo de ade na ma nipa bako na de say ne yekono eno ye ya Jan Boatin sama ode atudwa na no ena ya Jan Boatin kruya SINDB eto aso in the same interview say NDC need a leader who can use his brains. NDC here leader obetumi use na adwene, and I will support Dr. Dufo if nti or say Dr. Dufo obi a obedi party nanima or no betumi use na adwene. Na Ken Kalusha was saying say, is that not an insult? Well, if your guess is as good as mine and your thoughts are as good as mine, for the bra yabegini nyina wa ha enu ntini ete ha wadwen kire nsusuye ni nyina ye kan bom. Okay, Presbyterian Church of Ghana Manucho na meka we no mama kaisa mamemfa announcement we mfam unsa meka ase Saturday nke course of Bembel mame na otweda nsisan aba nsisan aba story na ye be na Presbyterian moderator nti na ma na kam the announcement be kwachi baba mfam sisi a Presby sofo Reverend Nana Usu Bembel ne asafo no se mfanto adofo ne ajamfo ene wustafo nyina anim se memenda we a enka papa edi ne na ne maame na otweda no amaso it has been cancelled rather no enhyehyɛ no waye ne se or ye ayie mom prekon but enye memenda we de ayie na akwakohye 2nd October 2nd October so it is Saturday 2nd October the same venue ena ye be ye ayie no nti no 1 week you know ye twem to or yeah you know straight out October 2nd October 2nd October 2nd
barely 2 weeks from now
nti yensha no so na intumi enkonko boana eno so enye fenti but with that said you get straight into action na yenhwe sa assembly Presbyterian moderator or say you sit on social media saying #fix the country, fix your mouths too. Presby moderator slams Crusaders. Reverend Mante has cautioned Ghanaian youth against lamenting on social media. He says the youth should rather take up the mantle and contribute to the development of the country. He also wants politicians to desist from mismanaging state funds. I said, Okoha and Osain Ebaha. Now, Reverend Joseph Obri Yabua Mante, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, has taken a swipe at the Fix the Country Crusaders, charging them to take responsibility for their actions. Reverend Mante is worried that instead of Ghanaians making personal contributions to the progress of the country, they have shifted the burden to their leadership. He fumed that rather than embarking on social media campaign to have the country fixed, the campaigners should rather engage in some activities that will impact the nation's progress. Speaking at the 38th Annual Delegates Conference of the Presbyterian Church, Reverend Mante observed that whilst it is easy to engage in lamentations, the same cannot be said of executing ideas needed to develop the country. And I quote him, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, anyone who is not committed to anyone who is not committed to something is not fit to live. It is always easier to sit on the fence and talk and criticize. These days there is social media and people will just turn to social media. They are just sitting there. They won't work saying fix the country, fix the church, fix the family, but the only thing they will not fix is their mouth. Right Reverend Mante said when speaking at the 38th Annual Delegate Conference of the Presbyterian Church. Now, Reverend Mante further that the development of the country is shared responsibility and should not be left in the hands of the ruling class only. He sought to enlighten Ghanaians on the governance system being implemented in the country and urged the citizenry not to engage in unnecessary lamentations. I will tell you something. Seriously, I will tell you this. There are different ways of organizing a country. One is the socialist system and the other is the capitalist system. In the socialist system, they give all the authority to the government and the government alone must fix it. In the capitalist system, every individual has their own authority to do their thing. In a third world like Africa, the best system for us is to have the hybrid, a bit of this and a bit of that. So no government can fix the country alone. It will not happen. People must get up and work and stop being lazy and work. End of quote. Whilst taking on the youth on their attitude, Reverend Mante did not mince words in telling the government to invest the taxes of citizens in developing the nation. Reverend Mante also cautioned the ruling class against mismanaging the country's resources, charging politicians to put to use the taxes paid by Ghanaians. On the other hand, government cannot sit there and take our taxes and chop the money. They must use the money to fix the country better. We need the hybrid. We need both. But one thing I don't want it to happen is for young men and women in this country to sit and think that there is a government somewhere, there is a party somewhere, they can come and fix everything. It is not true. It is a lie. We must fix wherever we are. We must fix our environment and get job doing. And yet, having said that, in the other hand, if you are taking pest of the whole country like you are taking our income tax, use it to make the country better. We need both. We need people who will fix their mind and their heart, people who will fix their attitude. We need government too that will help fix the country. And when the two come together, Ghana will become a better place. And I pray that it shall be so. End of quote. Reverend Mante, Reverend Joseph Obri Yabua Mante.
It's really interesting. I mean, I read the story early in the morning, and I think it even influenced my ranting and my raving this morning. As much as possible, I agree in principle that a lot of Ghanaians, we are speaking more than we are offering.
Yeah.
Because nation building, and yet one person's job as a leadership, I'm gonna say they fix everything because a collective effort. Every Ghanaian or every American puts his head to the wheel to make sure America works for everyone. But the truth is that here by a system no more. For me, I'm personally disappointed in the Reverend Minister because anyway now it looks a bit lopsided for me. That's what I said for me. I mean, I know this is Ghana. What kind of people might just say you have to be careful who you are speaking to, but at least you're analyzing what he said. Reverend Joseph Obri Yeboah Mante. You know, there is Professor Marty, and this is Mante. It's interesting, very close names. I mean, they rhyme. It's interesting. I mean,
so Mante and crime. Mante, yeah, I think Krobo, right?
Yeah, Krobo.
And Kuapim area, I think.
I had a girlfriend called Mante, so I'm sure, yeah, Mante is gone.
Mante is gone, yeah. Mante, say either Kuapim or Krobo area.
I think Abubo Malote Jacobs is a fancy. I mean, I know. Names there. But my mom was Blankson, but was a gun. I mean, the son first, the Thompsons and Blanksons. I mean, we have history. We were fishermen. We went to the coast to go and have some of the Ghana women. Yeah, so that's why we added our name to them. But a lot of the fancies went to do the Ghana women at Choko, Bukom, those areas. Had a lot of beautiful kids with them. That's why some of them are fair, you know, in that regard. Yeah, so for me, Reverend Marty is saying that people should fix their mouths and not they are not contributing anything to nation building. I think
and they should work.
Work where? Where is the job? You see, we've always said this one that many of my experiences elsewhere, I agree that government alone, the problem in Africa and also Ghana, and say it's more of a socialist system with capitalist thoughts and inventions. The idea is that over America now, their government in Ukraine, I don't think that's more than 30% of the employment. The private sector does most of them. But the truth is that there are rules of engagement. They make sure things work. I remember very well, you even had to open a company and the help that you have to go through. They encourage entrepreneurship. I say,
mature state reps, I need help with this. And then the next minute of man is secretary.
Yes.
From me and I'll forward every information that
to
I
you.
needed to.
Exactly. But RGD, Ghana Registrars General Department here now, there are a lot of lapses. Now you see, I will be LLC and I say a liquidated crap. The government absorbs and make sure people are okay. But Ghana no look at Men's Gold. It's a typical example. Private job, doing adverts on TV, people trusted, went to put their monies there. They were warned all right. By the time the warning came, the people lost their monies. Any idea, entrepreneurs no more be companies, but how sure are we that they are keeping right records? And if I do business with them, I might not lose out and everything. These are the basic tenets of the people complain about. So as much as I agree with the Reverend Minister in principle that Ghana will be upside down story, we'll be on your taxes and on no demonstration say you fix a coin. Then you ask yourself that you don't work, you don't pay taxes. Once you can, we'll be a year Jumano Nyaka, they don't normally go on a way. Income tax, government workers in your job, teachers not in your job, income tax. With or without, what a better ones is can they do the same. But they don't even go on the street to say that fixed now, fine. Maybe they might be part of the team, but generally, no. Or more money, you might in a Tahiti street can say they don't have a basic amenities now there. But so the principle here is that the man of God, I don't have problem when he says that our attitudes needs to be fixed first. Because you don't just criticize, sometimes you proffer solutions. But in the crowd, when they say Ghana, no, the system is not providing jobs for anyone. And then the problem, no. Private man could be another, and I'm happy Nanaba had to contend to. I had to support that one that will be BH more Ghana and yeah easy. They will tell you in the name of bureaucracy, say we don't want to just be opening up jobs and people will be cheating people. But at the end of the day, you know, woman frustration is here more. Why would the person even have the edge to even open a company? It's a problem now you call Ghana and you say we want the system to work first. What person will be a company? There should some basics we should have. To me, decided say okay, got to be that baby, and there could be a construction company, but near the amount. Nani per chrono just to enrich the person's own pocket. Civil engineer and power forward, then you mean to your coming foul. But there should be systems. Say before you can say Unity Construction Company, you should go through the mail that you are ready to employ one architect, one civil engineer, one quantity surveyor, and this should be their minimum qualification, and this should be the minimum amount you are paying them. Maybe say Kroman, and then a to really go in that direction. It's as much as he has his way to say at that meeting that Nipano, you fix it. I don't even know he said fix your mouth. I see it as a rhetoric. Meaning what? Saying Kofor should be guarded. And I say, maybe use this as an idiomatic expression. We are in that era. So because I fix your mouth, it's as good as saying that fix your own character first. Go and look for a job before you come criticize them. But the truth is that governments come to power with a lot of promises, knowing very well that the problems are there. But to enrich their own pocket. It's really a man of God of which high propensity. And you only decided to attack the people and leave the government not milking the people dry now. Then
by later part of the statement, and he did talk about the fact that the government should also use our money to develop the country and not chop them.
And that is the most important thing. Once they develop, I always use this caveat that developing a country is providing jobs for the people, and providing jobs for the people is developing the country, because once they have the jobs, economically their families become sound. You also get the taxes that you want to develop or build infrastructure. It's known as a leader, unless America said there were statistics to show that people were taking on employment and the companies were dying of people. YEA, NYA, National Youth Agency, did a forum just to sensitize people on job, how to get jobs now. We saw the stampede that happened there. Are you saying people don't want to work and they are just talking? I mean, please. I mean, moderator, you have to come back again.
Come back again, moderator. Manucho vehemently disagrees with you that tackle the government, speak truth to power, and leave the people alone. Because the whole country, the power has been vested in the presidency. Kalusha, what's your thought on this topic?
Now we be all share Tibiano, Simon Aquaba, Obaswa, now I share, or comment it, no, I like it, maybe be to my Opo many papa ni adwin baby sense Nkasa say we are a third country and then we need a bit of socialist mechanism and a socialist system and then a bit of a capitalist system.
Yeah. Also we need the hybrid.
Yeah, the hybrid. That's what he used it. Opo first I call that some angle bia obeka say more or less Adia Africa and I say Ghana for say it's about education system. What I say, education system and high too much because we always bring up theoretical scholars instead of practical scholars. What I'm saying, and Bantiano wako school, what he wants in any grade, or be a better grade, A, B, 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 C, and a person be a B on Pesi, any dino B. You are conscientizing that you say, get a grade, and that one will show you as somebody who is intelligent. What I'm saying, unlike when you come to part of a different part of our area, and also even Japan and China. We can only be in masters and also acquire PhD or in first degree also acquire masters or call school no also acquire electronic engineering. Let anybody do or just give you a gadget for you to do what you want to do. I don't know there no Ghana need because you're training with a theological aspect and yet a practical aspect. Or pass me papa no can say almost a man ten eka. By some say education system na nyenti. Abrante no be trafia. I don't know why no book mad no kwade man grade na obenya grade book be first class. And so okukunya adwuma kra na o Felipoto adwuma no tumi enhu adwuma no so. And so na book mu de na o ya de. Na be ka watma see. Enti sa abrante no obe trafia. Esan say ye chair no ade theory chew pass and forget. Chew and pour. There be chew pass and forget. Say I know so me boy. Chew pass and forget. Ono ba we sua ade no na wa pass it na fe ru afi. Ade ko I cannot apply it. Me ba me nya kwanja ko yi na ko mesa makanda awada. You call complex analysis. Chinese should be a professor bin na eche. And e be say what is the use of that complex analysis no? What's you call electrical engineering? Omo ye ma power by no. That complex analysis dey bi wom. Electrical engineer bi wom. Na dey cry man here fe cry say or say a player to we call Los Angeles a play fear by if be graph theory. And no more ye ama say play ni ba omuntumi nyere en crash. One more practical aspect of corner kubisa Ghana ni lecture say ade a o show no ade emfaso e beba. How is that connected to software sama wakano? Meba. Yeah. Meba. Me chem man alternative your money no and I make say it's about education system no and the education system a theoretical aspect no enti true and poor enti ama by senior practical enti say osmosis kra na won tia say oba ha na tia say o person be pass o fie kra na nkwa no kra yen hwe obi a o craft kra ye fi so abon but I say no na me share madam for been back small girl be 7 years after I started school say you know or you be say dey so be baker but Ghana can catch up be so be baker but I'm making sure so mo be hwe no aye e ma tell be kasa omo kasa in a way say system no embo omo e ma omo yusu omo adwene emfanye bibi mo omo what I say capitalist country that's one can say it's an involvement of both sides. Government in Kwan or socialist in there, and a government man or the power. Socialist yet to say China near. China, Russia, communist, yeah, communist, socialist. What I say, it's not a hybrid and a bit more boy. What must I can say? Papa, not more can I or match and so be a casa at least. Say, walk to school a year, Nasa. No maybe how between I bought mine now. You bought mine, and it be a mindset. I tell you why your friend saying you can't assume about politicians being corrupt. But young Kasan, and I mean, quite Professor Jacomone, or Dacochi, or Preserve Manopay. No, Case. And Kwani be a corrupt right from the scratch. Yeah. I got to be Pesamano. So Uncle non passing exams. Is it not corrupt? It's right from the scratch. You know? But who allows that to happen? Is it not a system? There's a system. Because say on say yana de biame can say on say why for people appear. And then I'm social media. I don't know. Why for people appear and I'm social media. But the question then say on say also Professor Jekum say you corruption kolan right from the start. Yeah. Parent bia krum ha so opportunity. On say de bia metaka sasime. Say opportunity wo krum ha. Na say oba paper bit me pie. Na de be man nan ko sua no watwa no watimi akosa
GSE near there.
No, such schools I can say from say mo edin
Elite universities.
Mo Ivy League. Enka onye. Ka obeye, but on say that opportunity isn't available here. Anu wunya ne sa say paper na they will buy culturally because just like you said, the exams kra okoye no, it's broken down. Where utimi kwa yese fa onsa ye bibi ebi kra isi say ebi kra verbal in interview ebi kra isi say there are so many aspects but Ghana no say they work no the system obi de ne say why exams na ya chiro na amanfo obe chiro no obe leak no odi ayeden agiska that's obedience obe leak paper no odi agiska boom opo it is an opportunity ni ba
a chrome has me can authority say they don't judge somebody by say they call krana obey a friend saying mesem 30% no 70%. Chroma they don't assess you by your 70% or 100% too. They assess you right from day one until by exams in the baby no final exams they 15% po final exams 15% and in the system of education require
it's sending it goes down to the government. Which is why Manucho was saying, sir, the Reverend Minister should have hit hard on the government to change systems and make the systems efficient so that youth can also thrive.
Those in power, no, they should not be misusing their money. And or hit you now. By Mantiana or Mocasano, they better not be a mom. Can't you be a bit innovative? Be bigger car, what was piano? Won't use our private. As I say, now make us say, yeah, this piano, yes, piano, a center on theory now, and your private canity. Gabriel, the traffic, that Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, no mama coming. They almost dropped out from school. Even a computer guru or say cry saying Microsoft. Bill Gates. They all drop out. But as I said, almost a practical aspect in it. Because culture if you computer be a official feature and then a Microsoft. The same thing applies to Steve Jobs. I say iPhone 13. I buy the PR. I'm on for a rashes from Guacotono. Those people because
oh, I found a more pre-order than I didn't maybe. That be.
Oh, there is so what can I'm casa
Friday, almost pre-order ever Friday until mom wait and Verizon
and on other year I go every year be a set of or drop out too because practical share a TikTok and Facebook crabby. And crabby almost school almost they are able to do something for themselves. Besides, say Ghana need be cry is that small boys here. Omaka some bear you cry no. Government cry show.
Which apart from doing something for yourself, if you feel say the central government also it's not doing something.
At times the
I mean fix your mouth. Fix your mouth.
At times you know we in as much say yeah, chastise the politicians say they are not doing something. There's something that is going on social media that's not good. You have to condemn it.
Okay.
What I say? Oh, to one, or mine, oh, to one, a fence, a creditor, or the two, would be an out trouble, you know, a periphone. Oh, baby. Now, I got to idea. Open so be by bone, how could you be a by booby? And Sanawaka could the chrono. I didn't tell you genuinely. What I'm saying, and you be able to do justice to a year. You'll be able to come to a common consensus. They think they are born mine. What I say, it's a man, almost Casadia, but then I'm sure Casanami, that they are almost my born mine. Almost young born mine, not complaining. Small, almost or complaining with baby, by the door, so bet my with my
Ghanaians must be very careful with the NDC lies and deception because apart from propaganda, NDC don't have anything better for Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama as a failed president have nothing better for us again. Nana Ousu OPD Sunyai Anna Ede Enobai Royal Baby say Eish Kalu you are talking to the clerk. Kosi Ousu si Opo what Papa said there I can't think far. Kosi Ousu I was the best of your basrini. Said you see a papa he's a Presbyterian. Yeah, okay, yeah. Paul Disoso say Masa Opo, you and Manucho look good in your new haircut, pa. Oh yeah, sure. I'm on phone to see your haircut. Yes, ebi muso say asen kwala dodo so say fatai eno obi kura bo fu mi se miti na metwa no kura nti kura onkasa me homa anye fofora denden gidi anyway obi a wo the way a osi view ade but Paul Disoso and so edie eno no Paul yama wakwaba ejidize on ho ye. You move on to the next topic because of time constraints. Now, you share quickly. Manu, you hear we only tell me because my time neko. Mahama, President Mahama, still on his thank you tour. See the so-called experts who told voters to ignore statistics in 2016 now in government holding up economic figures. Enti omu ye hypocrite. So omu ye nyachumpa because 2016. Same people who are talking about statistics and figures today told Ghanaians say they should not look at figures. Our people are galled by the hypocrisy of so-called economic experts asking them in 2016 to forget about economic statistics and look at the escalation of prices of cement and other products on the market. And then today, hearing the same experts in government hold up statistics, inflation, etc., and say their life is better for them and that the perception of hardship in Ghana is a creation of Mahama. Hypocrisy at this highest order. And no one aspect of my penny and a day ever to Facebook. Nasama all can say I think say a direct shot at Baumia.
Yeah, another statistical way. We say the experts.
Yeah,
the experts who were talking about maybe more say na the GDP na inflation na there no. I mean,
and now last we know or kasa and so can see
exactly
interest rate form inflation form near the. Now, in another story, still on the Mahama issue, Mahama vindicated as a Greek minister make U-turn on possible for Obeka. I said thank you to Roman Penisi, Adriania Short to Ghana. Emma MPP for Beka said planting for food and agri. Emma Adriani Ebu or Ghana. Deputy Minister for Agri, Yafrin Pon, has admitted that Ghana faces a possible food shortage days after slamming former President John Dramani Mahama as a scaremonger for raising the issue. According to him, the government has subsequently suspended the export of all locally produced food items to neighboring countries to afford the National Buffer Stock Company to stock up as much food as possible. And I quote him, "Food security is national security because it is everybody's responsibility to ensure that we have food in the system, the availability of it, and then the pricing too should be affordable. That is all what everybody is struggling for. The situation has arisen as a result of several factors, and these factors include the global economic situation in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected even the production of fertilizers and the supply and transportation of these fertilizers. And then secondly, the government also, because of revenue shortfalls, had challenges with payments to fertilizer suppliers, and this actually affected agriculture production in the country," he admitted on September 14 edition of the Joy FM News Night program. Kalusha, let me start in free so quickly. President Mahama on two front. Okase Duania Shoto MPP for Bibono, but the Deputy Minister of Agric Echo Joy FM Night program, so 14th, which was Enrichi, admitting say food into my jai said almost stop exportation of locally made food. Say Ghana Nuani Bianca de Coco d'Ivoire Coton. Togo, Nigeria, neighboring countries na buy stop because I say I hear a bit short to and all my reasons for the shortage, possible shortage, and I say a pandemic, everything pandemic. I say pandemic na Ghana ni nyesi ken to fertilizer or supply a car affect a whole host of other reasons. But why did they not agree to the fact that Ghana faces a possible food shortage when President Mahama said it?
Okay, remember, I'm starting for Mahama. As more statistics. Those kind of stuff. So I mean, I'll give you. Let me look at the time quickly. I'll give you. It's 1:02 now. I'll give you up to 1:07. Okay. 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe so. Mahama say, what is your economic team? What I say? Then time now about me now or no compare the figures from outside or acquire a bit of research. Not the abba, not the figures abba. And she said, politics is not about do propaganda. You need to also get an economic team because now say the state of the national you know also the true state of national because almost acquire research affair and as more can say Manchester they won't bring it out because I got any research be affecting no oponya de omni beba ba momo de na mo kokoya mo de figures ne ba na mo so mo counter nti say no mama say ye fence economic yi ne ba o man ontin ne man say omo so omo ekukudama omo nim di ewo fence economic affair ne mu no na mo kokoya adwuma no fa mbre no what I say when it yes it will go a long way to help him and I have the course of the party but no be through jobs now when I go and research now on member true
I say what say or say statistics are MPP for member 2 MPP for can say inflation ni hwan conform a enye no na indicator say Ghana o man mu ye and economy ni ye nemum cement prices kosoro we kosoro but say there that time no na interest rate inflation and everything was going down. So Mahama and an economic team was using that as a point to tell Ghanaians that the economy is doing well. And then MPP rebutted them and say economy, true state of economy, ni ukoto cement auto ni saying ukoto anya trip abo cement we cost of products ebo is saying and now fast forward they say nyoma boy dey on the cement ni adekorasi atutum enam Mahama so baumia be lecture na no na baumia say the NTHS economy ko yie ni inflation above form interest rate above form and President Mahama catch am say nyemo na meme breso e ba form a mekan ya mo say enye no na determine say economy yie ni enko bisa cement bo ni ade so cement prices and product prices are going up. Why are you using statistics now when at my time you said I couldn't use it? It's just hypocrisy. I don't know if you get a picture.
I get the input, but I get the input where it's coming from. What I'm saying, Bahumia, I will try and say, because inflation, those kind of stuff. You wonder with figures to tell them, say, this is a state of
Mahama time.
But Mahama, dear, no, Omuma, now in Kofu Akoko, Akoribata, no more refute to say, this is not the right state of the nation. What I'm saying, because politicians, if you say, it's not about a normal new and a economy heading, but they just look at the indicators. Officially, that is bad. What I say, indicators say inflation, and then the CD to dollar, no, and the cushion, so the things that they are doing a great job. What I say, but they are not looking at the substantive issue being a normal product. Economy, they don't see it that way. And can you say, was not going to use these indicators or the parameter to tell say the country is doing well based on what? Based on normal wakada about inflation, based on normal wakada about economy, say be agriculture, and I say increase it, and no, it's me that me visit your mama met me a bois. Almost so, other way. I'm going to say, no more when I'm a economy. Because I figure say inflation be 5%. By inflation be 20%. It's not economy, but they won't say it to us. Yes, we say that's alternative. But yes, I now share. They be aside because on no one
second point.
On one fa to sarana boy din and cement and boy in or they parameters and indicators and an assessment because economy is moving.
Which MPP disagreed?
Disagree. You know, they are doing the same thing. That's what I'm not seeing. But me call a full strategy no. Opo areba ko so Ghana. They are going to say me nya kwa tren libo kakra na libo no omo ne another EBF no border Cote d'Ivoire na nkofo koto
na onu mo muti ni bi pa
man nuti me kama sima me kama
say me say question
relevant question I'll be saying a question is according to what is going on.
No, we are not talking about robot. You have to create human on the show. The robot.
The Biana, oh yeah.
Because I'm attacking. How do you understand attack?
When you are picking on somebody, it should not be always so. You pick one person and
told you to pick on me.
Every day, be picking one person.
Kalusha,
You just pick on one person. Everything. Well, even when I'm sitting here,
how is this
okay? Just about TB or so economy or
it doesn't make it beautiful. No. What I'm saying is, you can pick on me. That's okay.
He's talking about their TB or economy or everything.
It's not one person. Man, konum team. I come as na me na money to. What's the time?
Want it?
What's the time?
Because me Cote d'Ivoire me catch yourself me
take tea. Yeah, I mean.
No, me call me sina Bolibo. Man, no man control. I'm saying is what happened is Ghana for market day the other side omoton sneakers any aduane those kind of stuff and no for so normal omode but no for no ya mo pes also me beto Ghana ade no esan say sika na omode baba sefa no mo du sin Ghana sika nti obaga bia no obenya mo what I say no bi so omo Ghana no say market day no do a body papa no any bunch papa no omo the cross border no no because what any scan beba money beba and is full strategy I can say you know media idea me shepa na our borders no is about customs officers and immigration officers no opo they be I be can asem na but there always going to be a leakage
buying say was stop
opo
na ye can say Mahama be can say aduane short to we face possible food shortage and MPP be deny. And now the deputy minister is admitting.
And I can say, or sometimes be say, because of the importation of food to the neighboring countries, you know, and so can shortage, you know. And
but my question is, why did they deny if they knew we had those problems? Argentina, President Mahama Beka said Ghana faces a food shortage. MPP deny and now the deputy minister is making us understand say because of COVID for agriculture productivity ni bibia conformity ya stop food exportation this are be short of food. Why did they deny?
What is going on in Ghana politics? They say assembly bar no big can instead of just sitting down and going through it, you know. What they need to do is say it's coming from the other political party they will come and just do rebatha and I say baba abeka say o asoma mo kai nyen kure and after mo kokko hwe mo na fe o ma beti both political parties sitting na obi antie ne yonko asem nka yesa aka ba ko ka asem a nka mo say aduane mo ayede no wakfase no akobisem to ba no be the real estate no ba obi kan political expediency person every time they'll be on top of what they are doing it or the pakoma be can say enya efu party mo obia amba be ka say they are doing well no na ekofa baby efi baby ba no mahama ho no ka say that be baba be yin afi edu ha na ma den I say Nkobesi Manchester United. Kwa na say ya den. Asa abadachi.
Oh, mami abuy your den. Also, you see, would also be picky on you. Bisa so num ti ugofu.
Nkobesi say nyuma obi mom. I do want to put across say. Opo na me shortage na me ka say you know. Say
we have two important topics I want us to go and then we found 20 phone say baby phone lines no 1:30 Mr. Moa 1:30 US time 5:30 Ghana time. Kalu yanko.
I am pampa say. Shortage dey kwa. Borders some more borders no. Somebody dey
no. That is what the deputy minister is saying. Was so much stop food exporting.
Kwenye because self officials in there. Omo be firm. Because no menya ska. Omo dis can be mama. Way through. To go there to send the money.
Then strengthen your borders, no.
Just strengthen your borders, no.
Tighten.
Every time you kind of Viber service. Viber service and a mob service. No, don't say anything.
Manu, Yanko, 5 minutes. And I took because they were.
Oh, I want to do 2 minutes. Just
5 minutes.
I mean, it's a malleable show. Yeah. We just to fit. I think the first one has to do with
2 in 1. Yeah, statistics, there, no. Yes. And a food shortage admission.
The first one has to do with President Mahama says the start of 2016, he doesn't see the experts really discussing the same thing, because the truth is that social inflation, when I say I cut down to 3.9.
Yes, that's
exactly. So what should do in terms of inflation, GDP near the end, we seem to be doing well, but the truth is that on the ground,
reality says
are people having the same way, and it's asking for the same measure, barometer near the measure 2016. It would be nice to use it this time around too, because it looks like I saw Bofano say Ghana is doing well near there, but the people in the country are always complaining. Into no need any say experts now. I mean, it be a statistical service. I mean, for an economic experts near there. Very he's more of a partisan person. Sometimes I don't know what Mama really expects from him to come and say that what me and you say no. I'm more interested in Ankabia, like the jumpers and
when the fundamentals are weak,
the city
will expose you.
Then it had to do with the exchange rate in the end, say in the end. And those are the things which are broken down. See, the president expects that people should start talking about it. I mean, the same measure. Where I disagree with him is that you used it to your advantage. When you're in power, you felt that we should discuss statistics. Yanko Statistical Service say, are we doing well or doing wrong? You are not too interested in what is happening on the market. When the market women are complaining, we call ports in the is soon. You felt that was not the measure. Yes, statistical service can inflation. Exactly, that was your interest. If it's facing, the reason why I'm happy with when he says this is that he's learning. He should learn from this. And the good thing is that you know, we do one term, you are fighting for second term. And he's now learning the rhapsodies, the truth about life. That the whole idea of using figures, statistics 101 to determine Ghana or to be I don't turn 2 CD or quite 10 CD and no chain. That is the harsh reality. I say no to add 10. Exactly. So could you watch who said there are people in Ghana are there channel in your Bruni Jane said from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Who junior obedi? How can you compare yourself to him? Who wakes up in America in the morning and
move on to the next story?
Me and next morning. So I'm happy he's learning. And the hypocrisy he speaks about, so they should come out. I mean, it's also interesting that young from economic expert that statistics now, how does it benefit in to the benefits of the ordinary Ghanaian? Now the second part now. Deputy
minister. Now he didn't say anything.
Yes.
But the story says he's been vindicated.
Yes. So
Deputy Minister, no.
Yeah.
Obabere Bakte, but now
exactly.
he's also admitting
reality is setting in. So my will know also what that. Then people begin to talk about the realities because it's about buffer stock. It's about Ediane. Or no, who say 1 year careful now we still become laxer within maybe the next 1 year and a come back Ghana. That is what we are talking about because almost food security is national security. Say
Deputy Minister, you are from Pong. I admit to say if you see possible food shortage.
Exactly in future because
the money young one say he's the same person who slammed President Mahama a few days ago.
Exactly. That's why I talk about goodwill because any country people they take people honor. We should take him on. What did he see then? When Ebia Jomama called, we know Kase, a farmer, but he used to do 300 acres of land. But this time, because of fertilizer, I drop it to 80 near the NT. There's a possible shortage.
If you look at 300 acres to 80, that's about 220 acres down.
Well, yeah, in terms of percentage, that is more than close to 60 to 70% cut off, which should be a problem. Say, I'm sure a problem. No, it is not true. The villages are the problem because I've been to villages before. The roads are bad. But if Owabeja to me say massa buffer stock now careful. Near my leakages in the car, and I think Alicia gave a brilliant one that when it comes to food, it looks like it's cheaper in Ghana than even across the border.
Neighboring countries.
Into people in those now, you would want them so to say they are agriculture growing areas. Into they are very cheaper in those regions more. Maybe to Accra and their bedding because imagine to Accra is longer. I think then the good thing is what they've started. Try locking the leakages so that because if you are not there. It's a national security issue. Say they need Ghana, be a problem. Can't put the angel on them expensive. Baby do be a year being talk around there. The horrible effects of 83 and you are too young to experience it. Until we shouldn't get there because once there's a subtle admission from the minister, then it's a problem. That's why some of us are concerned.
The deputy minister has admitted.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, and you see out in the story now. Say
young block it.
Yeah, I'm quoting him. Food security is a national security because it is everybody's responsibility to ensure that we have food in the system. The availability of it and then the pricing too should be affordable. That is all what everybody is struggling for. The situation has arisen as a result of several factors. Into food security is a national security, is what he said. And I was to also say the situation has arisen as a result of several factors, and these factors include the global economic situation in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected even the production of fertilizers and the supply and transportation of these fertilizers. And the Deputy Minister for Food and Agric, Yafrempon, admitting that Ghana faces a possible food shortage, and for that matter, must stop exportation of foods locally made to all the neighboring countries. Okay, quickly, let's read a couple of messages and then we come back to our last two stories and then we open the phone lines. Kalusha, stop defending the indefensible. Why? Your hypocrisy is too much today. Please be fair and speak to the issues. Opo, tell Kalusha to check his facts. The MDC held an economic forum last week on the economy. If you have made your mind, you refuse to search for information put out there by your opponent. Scott Safo says, good morning, gentlemen. Doing great analysis as usual. Keep it up. The good work for Ghana. Kalusha, I didn't know you went through the maths department of science. I went through there years ago.
Yes. What tech? KNUST.
Wow.
I say you went to the department of maths.
Yeah.
Math and
2005.
Yes.
Also on so far house.
Okay.
Into also child.
Okay.
But see, yes, Susukuna, ya ni enu di agro. But even can't just say Susukun.
Ebisa
say onu tikra na
picking one side.
They're picking.
And also they make it so boring.
Yanko. The next topic. Enra utra wa manu madu okunu. Wa manu chu madu okunu. Enu kura ebi a oba bi kura pena.
We are playing. I mean, me pemba no one say me pem. Me na say mba pe dey.
Unza.
Maybe up pemba ma me dey me pemba. I been that dinner chicken window. I did the omba way.
Okay, quickly let's get into the last two stories. Minim the bobe fan first, but me boni mi na mamo. Tell Dampare to forgive me. Reverend Owusu Bempa, afede or Pacho.
It's a smart one.
Wa break his silence.
And
the lawyer Nimako, Madam for
Gary Nimako.
Gary Nimako so I caution Sami Jemfi. I say stop it. You are harming my client's case.
Exactly.
And Sami Jemfi was trying to play a political mischief by saying
Alan Baumia.
No, also Usu Bempashe and come say Ghana phone to about macremoni. Nti kwambia, so there is no way say MPP 4 day. Baumia ba.
Yes.
Obetumia be din kunimu Ghana because Ghana phone macremoni as our leader. And no Sami Jemfi edigina so say no nti na MPP 4 Amaya kochi Owusu Bempa. No na Gary Nimako ese osre na onjai de oye no. Stop it, because Ohamo the client in the case. And on the other side, Owusu Bempa Nkasankasa Babonten asking Dampare and the police to forgive him. That is one side of the last two topics. And at the other side has to do with former national organizer of the NDC, Yabuatin Jan. The story in twofold. I see NDC's flag bearership is for all, not one person. Now, now say as a NDC and Penifonu post change now I say as a flag bearer, na you decide we. The man and the man. Now no kase Sadia na ekosono and yet. Former national organizer of the National Democratic Congress NDC, Wafayabuatin Jan, says the party's constitution is not against the contest for the party's flag bearership. He believes anyone against the contest for the party's flag bearership is an obstacle to democracy. Obeka said he made this comment. Happy FM 98.9. Only Don Kwabna Pra and a program no Kasa Bibri. Na Okanya Kosi said ono de say a friend say Kwabnado for a friend say Kwabnado for right?
Yeah,
Kwabnado for or see Kwabnado for or see say Kwabnado for bar or be leading the campaign crowd man. No Kwabnado for bar. Na empenifo no position na kire say ase abana yato awie ase mo bia contest mahama. Now so yes sir, you are an obstacle or affront to democracy. And on the other side and so the other side of the interview or see NDC needs a leader. NDC need a leader who can use his brains. That's very that's a very powerful. And Manuchu Kalusha Kase as a team Didieno. Former national organizer of the largest opposition party, NDC, Yabuatin Jan, has debunked a publication in the Daily Post that he is a leading campaign for the former finance minister Kwabena Dufo to take up the flag bearer position of the party. He explained that even though he has not had any discussions with the former finance minister regarding the presidential slot, which is vacant in the NDC. He sees nothing wrong if Dr. Dufour is going to contest for the position in the party. If it is true, what is wrong with it? If it is true that Dr. Dufour is going to contest for presidential candidate and I'm following him, what is wrong with that? Speaking on OKFM's Ade Chembia Morning Show, Yabuati indicated that the former president John Dramani Mahama has not yet openly declared his intention to contest the presidential slot again in the party. He added that it is a bad precedent for some people in the NDC to deliberately frustrate other potential candidates from showing interest in presidential race, asserting that the stance of those people in the party is devaluing the flag bearer position. John Dramani Mahama himself, has he openly publicly declared his intention to contest for the presidential slot again? If he has not said it openly, why are some people in the party NDC rejecting other potential ones? Why are they making it look like they don't want any other person to contest the presidential race in the party? He indicated that Dr. Dufour has been his bosom friend from his days as the governor of Bank of Ghana to the time he became the finance minister, and they are still friends. Thus, he will not turn his back on him if he shows interest to contest the presidential candidate. I've seen posters of Dr. Dufour on social media, but I have not discussed anything with him regarding the presidential contest. If he shows interest and says that he will contest the seat in the party, I will clap and celebrate it, because when it comes to supporting the party financially, at the grassroots, Dr. Dufour has done a lot for the party, and John Dramani Mahama can attest to this.
Yes. So let's quickly run. I mean the commentary.
Let me leave it because
the first one has to do with Reverend Owusu Bempah saying that Dampare that if
maybe I know can say at this point maybe you headline so that the story will not be misleading.
Exactly.
I say at this point in NDC we need a leader who can sit down and think of good governance and proper politics. Governance is not about running a race and playing football, but it is about someone who can sit down and be able to use his brain. And be able to use his brain and use the youngsters around him to run the errand for him. They should stop playing the age card in politics, because it will not help us. If Dr. Dufour opens up his mouth to say he will contest, I will be the first person to support him.
Which is allowed, but I want to end on that one. I think the first one has to be Reverend Owusu Bempah saying that, talking to Dampare, that if I've said anything wrong, he should forgive me. I had a problem with him saying if I've done anything wrong. They show marks of those of us who believe in the English language. Admission of a fault is the first step towards getting it resolved. But on man say what kind of stories? Someone say, you see, interestingly, why the way side also looks a bit okay. Some video, no. As we see, Hostin Adoye, who we said we'll be having in the studio very soon, Sunday. And together with Ernest Owusu Bempah, they went to the hospital to show solidarity to Owusu Bempah. Then even Amabuzia's name have been mentioned. That also made frantic efforts to get him out. Then there's John Abu. John, what's his name? The secretary, the general secretary. John Boadu's name have been mentioned. We're all trying hard to. Why all these political star was trying so hard to get the man off?
Almost number of MPP groups who tried to intervene for Owusu Bempah after bill rejection. Said they all can.
Exactly.
So Boadu didn't grant a decline.
Exactly. There's some Abuzia's name who is a member of Council of State name being mentioned. There's Hobson Adoye together with Ernest.
Hobson Adoye. Ernest Owusu Bempah.
They were there. Even one had an altercation with a police officer. Can't be shooting. I'll shoot your head off.
Ernest Owusu Bempah, he's now with Ghana Gas.
He's the PRO. I don't know. He's the Ghana. He's been there for more than 5 years. Owusu Bempah has been the Ghana Gas PRO for
a sister of the late Kofi Abufabuzia.
No, but Abuzia is old.
Former Prime Minister.
I thought that was the son.
Gary Nimakon.
Yeah, because there's no time. I wish you could read the story. Yeah, most of these MPP stalwarts, everybody wanting Osu to be taken out.
So and tonight misleading. For some agent to say that is that what you're trying to say.
So if people try to give it a political twist, it's interesting that the political stalwarts all feel that Osu needs to be Isaac Osu needs to be taken off easily. It even to the extent that one had a problem with the police officer, but Obibeka Shef said, why wouldn't he? Because he was being given drip and they had he had a handcuff on him, which for me is also bizarre. I don't a gun any. Why would you put giving a drip to somebody now? What's a handcuff? No, you know. When you also said Dan Paris said. You see, that's why he said then he has to give. It looks like only Dan Paris' name is being mentioned as the only powerful person who was making sure, but he was getting his job done. I think for anything, there's some sanity. There should be some sanity. That we can't be breeding people who think they can put their laws into their own hands. But there's one tape, like I say, I got a mission as if you Ghana within 1 week in there. I mean, these are threats you don't have to take lightly, and we should start from somewhere. They be attached to, like I said, deterrent is what you are looking at. Say you punish so that a bit deter others from picking the same way. But for Sami Jemfi, where I disagree is that you see when you are watching, that's not the time to play political mischief. It's so unfortunate because we really deep or say because he belongs to an Alan Campano, the Baumia people are not happy. That's why they are hounding him. It's not good.
But all the people who are not open, you know, supposedly
yes, Baumia people. I mean, if you go deep, if you double in that policy, so why will you say that? For political mischief, you go there and say, because where's Sana? So what happens? Say we announce say Godfrey Dame, who is now the prosecutor because he's being seen as criminal, should also be man. I said then I think you can have all your submissions devoid of that one. I don't think it will help any political gains at the end of the day. If you think it's an MPP person, let it roll there, but to try to make it murky, it doesn't really work for me. The second one actually, what can second story be? Yeah, you're watching and talking about the fact that we need a brain. So people with brains to rule the country.
No, I also remember then the so say if now
the if I'm worried about, because you see, if you should go to court in your customer, you show remorse. Events after it happened near the end. The first thing is the church apologizing that the truth was that they had a big fight with the police when they got to the church premises, and even some of the police are at the hospital. I'm told. It is one admit to say if you decide to fight the police who are coming to effect an arrest, it's criminal.
Okay.
If Dan Parry is beginning to speak now, he will give you reasons why he felt the man should be.
Move on to the next topic.
You're watching and talking about it. You see, there are two kinds of politics.
President race, I said nobody should contest,
which is very dangerous for them too.
And at this point, they need somebody who can use the brain to bring the youth and
together to rally
you to do the errand.
And here part two of the story. See, somebody will tell you that about who can win as the presidency, and in your first level, who can rule the country there. Maybe he is getting to that level because at the end of the day, somebody wants Trump because they think Trump can win them the presidency. The rule is different, but he's maybe looking at Ghana. But if I can say, he's thinking about Ghana first. Okay, Mama has won. How will he rule? He doesn't believe in this kind of governance. That is the level he wants to put. But most of when this nation say, who can win as the power at this point? What could be that we lose it, that he has that will near their honor. You can see that where I agree with him is that they are building a very dangerous ground because democracy is about making it open for everybody to. But for example, they are all in that same mix. They make say that the leader of the party should be Ofusampofu. It should not be John Mahama. But we together with their callers because it's not everybody in NDC who believes in the Mahama 10. So he has to win fairly. He needs everybody. Assuming your corner say in an event that Combinado 4 runs and wins, would they not change their amount? For the followers, I can sometimes even agree, but the leadership of the party in there, they are making a basic mistake. It looks like they are all share one politan bag. You see, for some to go and say hook or crook, Mahama is coming. For example, doesn't make it feel like he's the leader of the NDC at this point till they go for election, because in any case, there's oncoming elections, executive elections, and the executive election will lead to the flag bearer win. They have a long way to go. Rather than following this whole thing, they'll make mistakes because we read the stories. There are two school of camps. There are two camps. We just as we are being told we'll be going for the chairmanship. It's we be fighting for. There's talk about Kambamo, others also, even Fifikwete trying to go for. You see, all these things are being discussed. But you do stage man said, Mahamo, I don't have a problem with the thank you talk. He has the right to win 6.2 million Ghanaians who voted for him.
Okay.
But they shouldn't make it look like it's a decided case. because 99% of the problems in NDC was the radio declaration. Maybe Atamel's ex-president Atamel should have been the leader, but you don't have someone going to make a declaration. That is not what party politics is about.
That is not what party politics about. Paul D'Souza Simasa tell Manager that he should talk about his party. The NDC will surely open nomination to all who wants to contest, and the winner is the person we will all through our support to. But Paul, you are the same person. Sami Jemfiko can by hook or crook. Mahama is coming. I will keep coast. You better not have only Manuchu and meaning our coin. Say I'm more decided on this, and now they always can say
we should stop the hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Opo, I listened to your Boateng on Asempa this afternoon. He denies saying that what you are attributing to him. Once again, propaganda mischief from Peace FM. In fact, unfortunately, we are out of time. Audio no number QMET. I will Uko Peace FM online. The story has the audio attached.
Now you play it.
28 minutes. Number boy baby. Now me pay baby or cancer answer. Number boy. My boy 5 minutes 25.
Now what is wrong with saying we need people with brains to rule the country? Is it not right?
Inti say we say ya John Boateng say one cancer. Who Paul D'Souza wa ko Peace FM online. The story is there with the audio attached. Only Kwame Nkrumah Tikese and a interview no the koko tie ni nyina utie ni nyina wi na brass na John Bodu ye interview okoka say a Greater Accra Regional Minister imbalance between what he's doing and any party ni adwuma na oya no akire oba Asempa the same thing be deny mo ka asem ni wi majority leader in parliament Jefense Chairman Sabonsu. Yes, I know so yeah. Okoye interview TV3 akoka say Tombo we aba ntiba me na ese eko. Esas ebeka se party ni ye empen sebi nkramofo asem. O wie no so be deny. Ya na ye nyankola nko. Amoka asem na eche fire we. I mean I didn't listen to him at Asempa though because you say our live aye program. So just go and listen to the audio. But Kalusha just quick minute na yemfa course no. 508-304-9394. Me or daddy go to also number 38. Me for musisia. Kalusha just a minute.
Just a minute. Usubempa or say Dampari should forgive him. Yeah. I think say this one is not a matter of forgiving. The person is using the laws of the land or the laws of policing to the latter. What I'm saying, it's money we no two now to no and now the ako and the show was maka but no new personal grudge bia. Okay. And I used to so I say a guy in Mako I say they should stop politicizing everything. Where a case say obi in call for actually to no Mako baby. And a prisoner who said no mom no. That was not good. Almost a call restraining, almost a catching say many police for neko. And so is against the law. And they have to apply to later. And you know, Bibian they say, finally, my man call a Boateng Jai. So quickly, no. As man or can or say, Mama Boa Mobi, a feeling some. And Tina or can't be say we need a person who has a brain. Sintina or Manacasa. Even though it was not a personal vendetta, and I say some bitterness be the winning more. Because that's what can we do. It was a good but also from the angle of the story, no, I say Mama and then DDA, it's a manako. But this phones when penny phones were if I know me idea. Let's just say your mama 2 years and 4 years obedieno. Said you Scalmunia no. And I said, Umpeso be a Bisca Homunia, Omunia corruption. No one up by Mamma for years cano. Mamma for Benny Wieska. Yeah, NDC 4. When the Wieska. Messi corruption and they won't have Bemuno. Until a month for NDC 4 a month for what you be so Wieska. That's a very serious thing. That was just a statement saying now corruption I say corruption the coach 3 miles saying. No, corruption or the coach 3 miles saying. Corruption no Kalute who ye pandit on the show. But corruption now say be a Mahama sika mu wi internet sika ko di omo no. Why na establish say Nanado ne MB before ba omo so omo wi sika omo kan sa ma ne to ya som. But why no omo achi no ya prosecute bi a ye say obi wi sika. Perception is not reality. I'm not doing perception. Na say corruption the battery me say. Enye wi meboa. Kata se po any wi ana there was this guy am say koye ade na wanya e no da ko wi no e di bia ba tinya ka se perifo no ye hwan han say e say bia na ba mu no omunya lu post wi e de ye de o so mo pe etiminya ska be gom kotokom.
That
one is a fact.
No, do for now so omra do for years ka.
And I met them as I make at you. As more can it was good in every on certain terms. But because say all I can say, your mama no man free warranty. And I don't know grudge. And once I'm back say
your mama you every.
Or say generous organizer. And no more be between free so.
He was the organizer.
But okay question or say
he lost the position
because your mama sponsor be. Okay, sorry now. That's what was saying.
Your mama sponsor.
That's what man into a personal grudge. Okay, by your terms, so yes, you will call they attach here, and all kind with the indications.
Now, corruption. They now go for buy and maybe say no if he say if you are more for scanty, no more whisker.
Oh share and penny for no more MPP in this phone. Almost share say nipa bako. And on your day, on your fact better now, of which is no mama. And I make her say, hey, be all cassa with a fact say. Ebi your mama by 2 years and 4 years. Or your hammer and penny be.
But why would you make such an assertion?
Assertion
because Ukasa or Yenshaham will be Wieska, Emma, and Tiska could do more no there. That is a serious statement.
Make corruption. You are talking about corruption. And the corruption is here. It's NDC for people for a come and corruption. I see this kind of this kind of no, also be this kind of have you seen the person? It's about corruption and then no more. Yeah, doctor, minister of health. Like I say, me come as man. Let me fat never do. Minister of health. Yeah, you go for na say me buy. I say, sport the via. Me tell sport the via. I go for say $19. I don't know 10. Nanka $9 na wechi nanka be fine.
No, I know you established.
Na me say na be fine.
Those are established.
Na and this is 4 time no. Established cases amba. Did I not say that I'm those kind of stuff?
No.
What are you talking? See that?
No. Sometimes, yeah, no me person, yeah, fair to everybody. Call it madam. Me point in this say. No, me point in this say. T. WWT. Inti. No, na buka pelo ka Mahama campaign. Why will you why will you even think say ebi a Mahama and these executives no epese Mahama ba because say omu US can join this canon? That is a serious statement. Totally
what I'm saying is a serious statement.
That's unfortunate. So Nanado buy no. Did Nanado steal money from Kufuor's government? That's why he came. Is that so? We be prayer konya. And just so US can tell.
Me be asma make want here. Or simply for you behind. And tell be a that your mama. No say a session here. Yeah, can't my session.
No, but I won't say.
No, yeah, session. No, let me.
You talk with facts in issues of allegations.
Get that sada here now. I know neither. It wasn't a corruption. No, Sadano. What was it? And I say, cry, Diana no musi, and I buy a 600 a year. A year, 6 can be almost 198 in Scarafano. And then you 7 of the money. And then you can go. So, Sadia, are you trying to tell me, say party be about power? Sika, Omu, Ebia Becasa for Musasano. Presidential candidate to be bound on a mark. I find your neighbor. Is that not a serious statement you are making? It's a serious statement I mean making. Jomama Onibida or Babida. Was it an assertion? Was it a good on what corruption money Katasini Koe? For our judgment, no, he couldn't do it. And the phone will say, "Everyone or bar, or bet me be a crime Katasena as I was."
No. That is that. No, Kalisha. Young phone calls no. So I personally feel say, was there? Yeah, young calls no. Check your phone with time. And then Daddy boat start, mommy. There's another sponsors later. Daddy was say. Daddy boat young collect you.
You mention na mention abega for na mention mo mujina chinyina Opo me go back na ala say. Opo tuninga. Opo international. Opo that is kasa. They don't want to international. Ni papa. You open the papa. Why? Who can they use free water? I am commission to associate the former president Bahama. We are in Brazil for papa. Why don't you who knew Samus? It's not to bear the who knew Samus. The international Mr. Master. I papa Yao Jai. As some of the guy would have said, and the sequel of Mutia train near when you have a papa Natem. And so the papa no black. Because when my cousin say, Sekwa Jachai. I don't know after like you get your own pre and I have to keep it Mugabe. Calling down to I bear the pass. Former president who made next president. Who let the papa in the put it and now the papa are gone by. And so the guy is very much the Yafa. International yes, papa is a Yaguastica because end the president for a cafe. Former president for a new grass, a unity day. This is why they can be community patrol. What I say? Only more minor. Now, who to budget at Trabi? Obama Bagana had a customer institution in Yajima. Who can say? International? Who can say Obama customer institution in Yajima? Obia Korea Bodia did not see. Come let me know Korea Bodia and yet that they know Obia Manam part to one man. Obia to talk will be so. And then the demand say, I didn't yet. It's a very number of small. That's a very number of small. Thank you, Mr. President, for Mumma Rajma. That is Mlaji to be a funding of the life they made a movement.
Daddy boat way. Kwajo Foku Mahala Jire my daddy boat. Yeah, daddy boat finish your point. Finish the final scholar. Finish it quick. We time as soon as final scholar.
You international make one. Yola you the moon so that matter to you Brazil Palo. You come so that you mlato. Na ndi ku je the wo piano. Ya dey say 20 for your trauma for you to father mambuso. Amala go my na my. Into the piano mo come na ntoko e ba ndi simu no. Eso eye kese pa say. Eye Jachai every mu. Na su tipi Mugabe mfima. Nya ade say obi abeba be di na dombe sorry. Ela chama no to no bi.
Daddy Boat, thank you very much. Daddy Boat, your time is up. I'm picking the next caller on the show. Your number ending 38 to Asumani.
Okay, African president.
Yeah, African president, ain't you?
And some are Daddy Boat to the and some are your body, Jacana, I don't know. And then we all one about some people or kind for your Bible. Yes, yes, not some because they said the people fighting the better now. Yes, yes, can say, give me when they say elections beyond say honestly. Because Obia or Chitafo, and Memo, Obia Wanya, Aquania, our Nepresuno, or to say the time, we are against this. To be there, when you say, Yabati Obia or your own position. You don't know what kind of plan or midday or market, I'm making it one happy. This is a proposal by the African and the didn't come out. But for the better, what you say, a young man, because of a big clock with Taku, also been passed and nana do mamre nye adwuma abo mo se o se mra ye adwuma omo ni pa e na omo ko bu che adwuma wo court a se bi ko court a ke ati akunya so a o wa ho ni che president a yakob no ati omo mamre ye adwuma man ka ta ka sa mo so omo ko aye wa so se bi omo ko ti pro MPP4 nana do commission no se ko ko mo di sa adwuma nana do mo fa mra fanso no pa cho nana do ti ye bi that the dead body who say or them right now. You know, 2020 election, you are trading no. You told me no natural monka. Nana do can't to cry yako. That's the dead body or never right now Ghana. 2020 election, you don't watch in a way, but to net for the card of me arrogance. What you say? Then they don't say right now. Wow. I will be there and try a couple of one more. Or one second, I'm going to yeah. And then the answer. And for the other baby, you are by the end of the money day or the
Okay, Africa President, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Africa President. Mami, the next caller on the line, Mami Edu, so Mami CCA. Wow, number AF54. Young call 54. Number ending 54. Mind you, 54. My uncle. But your number ending 54. No, one year in time. May you have free so because nipa be brave. Age line. I chebi musu jina so be brave. 54. Number 54. Raman, to assume me nipa kro ready. Raman yanko. Raman, what you make?
Opponent now the great Airways commander.
Yanko, the number F54. I'm so ready. My friend is on you soon. Yanko, Raman, yanko.
Yo, for my mission, I'm in Boa, but I'm in Chamina Manisho, I'm in Chamina Kalisha. Ya chama, papa. And as a forward, Chama Cham incoming national organizer, Joseph Yamin. Opo, I'm saying, Meko of Firebossy guy, Asamok. And you're not kind by it's a job for the piano. A force Jacob. Opo, yeah, NBC, democracy at Chassia, and democracy. Young Casimir Biama contest here, former President John Domani Mama. Will be Bia of the Biama contest. You contest, let the Biano. No one said John Domani Mama. Now, Duma yet, now Duma Oppo, and Soya Nia. Now, Yaswan so. NBC and Casimir Bia and contest John Domani Mama. MP before the etiquette at the country. And then
Raman. What your Boatin Jan interview now? Yeah, on Kwame Nkrumah say and what Okay. Call Peace FM online. Peace FM online. The story is there. The audio about 28 minutes 4 seconds audio is attached to it. Listen to the whole interview. Who you are no say ebi on kan obi na aka shana no.
Oh, that mean I na me come see and bra me tienu. Ono ana ana na o kata dem na me tienu we dey shake.
Okay.
Ana na o kata ono shake o kwa no wanka. By the see agenda me ko tika say the man tie.
Kwame Nkrumah tika say.
Kwame Nkrumah tika say me ko tie after me ko tie.
Okay.
Opo.
Yes sir.
Me NBC bia be company. Obi bia so be contest mama bia omun jai. When the fan contesting. And first time I said, "Your baby can't be ama. Your baby tricky can be panate memoir. I don't have tension about the top party. Yes, sir. I could grab them telling you no money, mama. Only not telling you, oh, yes, your point. You could talk about, you know, you don't tell you. Intimate friend is for a woman, not tension, and the top party. Sure, every before, and I'm not children on you, but some Bamia. Yeah, papa. Wait,
MPP4 na my chain no more then MPP4 yeah. Until I say go and listen to the interview.
MPP4 who says about that go to cry ticket card. MPP4 tell no one or Ghana.
and the radio station here for the kid or Mugaya. Put here, Mammy more secret on the fair. One more, you have a part of Usu Bampa. I forgot that Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, MP before him, not almost any brother, Litipat now. MP that performed 2. There were half and of I said 2 or die now. Okay, was it a young for so yeah, actually got an idea.
Okay, Ramano Tamaso, Yadase. Thank you very much, Raman. Thank you very much, Raman. Time conscious. Your time no, I pressed on us into here. Bono tell. Paul is also my into Paul. Upon design.
Normally, no, I will not call on this show.
Yeah, I know.
I will just comment. I think, say, Kalusha has not been fair to the NDC, and as a chief scribe in the state, I will not sit down for him to come and throw tantrums this afternoon on your. For what does it mean, say, what does it mean? I want him to explain that to me. You see, he's showing clearly that he's an MPP communicate, an MPP person who has been sent there to sit there to do the bidding of the MPP. How many
he's not. Paul, you've already hold on. Paul T. But if you make an assertion say he's an MPP communicator, that I refuse to.
I am saying that, and let me give you the.
That is why you have called. It's not you disagree with some of the assertions. You disagree with some of the assertions he made on the show. That is why you have called. But don't say, or MPP communicator. I don't want you to say that.
I am saying he's an MPP communicator, and I know the reasons why I'm saying that.
What are the reasons?
One, let me give the number one reason. When this super incompetent government took over power on January 7th, 2017. There have been numerous scandals that have happened under this government. Has he ever sat on your show to say, MPP or movie community, has he ever done that? And the question is no.
Have you been listening to every show?
I listen to every show. And if I don't listen to it, I listen to it after you guys finish. Because if I'm working and I don't have the time, I go back to listen to it. Kalusha has shown where he's standing, and I can bet him we are going to wear him MPP colors, whether he likes it or not.
No.
And he will draw that statement.
Paul, listen. Paul, listen. Paul, listen. Yeah. OTA, you see, sometimes you have to even. You didn't even need to come and fight with Kalusha. OTA, baby, okaya mekrano, menena so OTA show no so. I was going back and forth with him. So what again are you trying to?
He should withdraw that statement because I am involved. He's putting our integrity at stake. He should withdraw that statement. That shameful statement, he should withdraw it.
Thank you, Paul. We'll work on that. Kalusha wa hantu there. Menen beka sansana ya pension. Me okansa, if you did listen to the program, I did get to him.
You did a good job. You did a good job of telling him that he has no basis. But I am telling him, if he doesn't withdraw that statement, Paul, the line Kwame Disosi, will be on his case every day. I will wear him NPP colors, whether he likes it or not. Because
Paul, every time I saw my father calls and
there's a lot of worship scandals in the NPP, and he has refused to talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. He talks about it every day. Jawasem or Kasafa Hondebia. Jawasem. Sami to Asumami. We are 2 minutes because we are praised on time. Sami Yanko. Now we are now to also now number 54. Number 54. Ne Drew so me fro sa wanji so and then you have to go and come back and then no Luma so call. Eti Sami Yanko.
Opo me da celebrate na mi mamoni adumapa amoye nyamishramo opo celebrate na amse media tuja na ya pani koble before na say ya fante ya boti jan sama okay na opo me kebi yanke me papa me adwen pa because them say opposition party NDC no ko sometimes ya na ya kebi because you na ya Ghana for and NDC belong to Ghana so media to me no me papa me adwen because as a NDC no mo ya na ya one man show. I think I can one more papa because before no, I follow the man for a while. And my other sector transfer for no or nobleman there, and he can also lead the NDC party. Now, come over the town of Magana for him, not only at 2024, 2028, and now 2032 more baby, so Ghana for at Gina to not Obama. Then this is about power and no more from the Kodama, you want from Ghana for, I know it's something I genuinely said, Mahama more from Ghana for. When you don't tell people for about the other. Magana for the boy. If one answer also been part of but I think it is in the right direction. I never quite the young and another can say Ghana be politicizing. So Obina will be or no being I got done and you should be and one yak Akuma Toyemu as a pastor, one Nabutari, and an Akuma Prim no enemy because we saw background in Kolan and Barney Boy said, I know keep to call or to will be seen. So, I have a catch young Kokunta will be seen because you Prawa who are quite before. But as we self-defense, what about initiative? I think I was going to carry. I told me I need one case of Okuma, but I never answer. I want to say almost politicize the DRC because Alan camp, only one camp, and I have people in I when I okay. I think this guy is going to say your politicize the DRC only because it was academia and MPP another or another, and no more. In this assembly for you have to make sure the assembly of and then will be here.
Yes, sir, that's it. Yeah, uncle.
Opo Mama and one from Ghana for a good imagination of easy. Any microphone on the MPC by a 2020 elections, and to say any MPC will be more castle. Opo members and Amateur was. Papa, I was now, your best friend, Mr. Gordon, Yasha, answer. O man and Shafi, and for a map on Tiaba, the chance and being the case. Osha, NDC, a party, I am bois, yeah, I don't know, I think, you should be a crime, and many groups a brother contest here, and as a over contest here, you will be a crime. And Papa, Speaker of Parliament, the next year, and other commenting on Yakwanya, you see, and commenting on Yakwanya, and contesting, and the best friend, I go in Yasha, and you send me on Farmer one thing. But you are all cut it. You said, John Ramani, I'm a sponsor, Mark, Kusia, and 15. Barbara, Kusia, and said, Baby, and I saw contesting ever fire, what in the Yasha, Ever Kusia, and Sanasa. Papa, I have watching the no warrior. I could hear them say the two. I have about one of home dear. And go up to man, and your best friend, and you might announce or to mark to hear them. I have 2 Abatian, and dear, you said, Celestia, the man, Mamma, I best one more grown my chance, and no more to know about one. Tell my enemy, tell you, yes, so we are so. One is a water for the soul, I don't know, can I am thinking the other person. Tiani is a personal sharing echo, and the best for them. Opo Laslo on Amazon, great ministers, and then some more the above one. Opo and Lord was saying, and I am Mamukasa in the car. There will be a time, food insecurity or my hand. Opo, and then could you imagine, sir, I had my poetry acquire traffic in other countries never. And then all these are the cook, the most for poetry farmers or more poetry to quite and fancy do a more. And then I'm not poetry. I have been uncle or my. I bring our car, what did me and answer what the policy. And money, and I had I put more my mom, and maybe I'm about food insecurity, about my mom. This shows clearly that buying with and no more didn't move out on come across and get Ghana forward.
Yaya na fa okasasi na me fa foforo
because there will be a time come the banner I say yeah about way by the our dear kono and papa emra o my way to for me special no this from
Yada see you bema Yaya wow number 54 I hope so this time they all you ready so bekasa number 54 mbajo wan
I how to file
how do file mbajo ma into
Yo, the other time I remember I was saying, Coupon Show, Yakas, and from my Nadia, about my pen and my Dana, and Conan Pabo, and calling I do my phone in Maluchu, Nina Opu, and in Bunny, any a charmer or die, I know American, and even paying for any MP last year, you have a new charmer as well. On my no, some I something about NDC, any John Dramani Mahama, any old candidate on the Bobiano, we are parking about 2020. We have a call promise. I'm going to see President Mahama. You go to about the delegates, you go to President Mahama. In this embassy for forever, young country, democracy, internet partnership, and socialism. Obi Amicrono, to me, I'm better have a contest. Obi Amber contest. You are delegates never go to Omadi. One day, on the phone now, I could be good. John Dramani Mahama, the emblem of Ghana, Africa, and the pioneer who cheer Fitan and Nadu, with the community insecurity, Nadu, among any corruption during another MPP for Mahama and Emblem. I will be our team is a contest. We are yes, delegates. Yes, the Pakotaba, Yokotaba in the party, in the Ghana for the Ghana for Peru, and the delegation. The Pakoi, let me know the 2024 Mama and Mama should have been Ghana, Africa, Ghana, and they are for market woman issue. This is our man agu. A double for intimate petrol, Majumagu, magazine. Now double for chicken, and then a car or Marco magazine. Magazine agu. I was so kind of good. That's it. Importers and exporters. Importers and exporters. Corruption within the BBI Jagunti Ghana for 2024 NDC vigilant. Oh, police station. Do or die. They said the parliament. Or we are in a speaker, any president. Then you have a person every I'll be down. Thank you very much. Do or die. What you can be asking. Yes, sir. That's all my mammy too. Opo one year there. Everybody no medini me sounds on here. Opo your college na times na na minimum how Mustafa should program. My disappointed power your college and this college about a platform is na. It's analysis Manuchu any Kalusha no man Tiana. Some of us now would take program in some best article of some if you call us some more fry, no taxi issue, no one just no didn't and they might disappointed. Oh, your call us now and normal program is now. Apart from this also, and one of prayer to taxi issues, no. As some men are not Kalusha to our some men are a young fire what is done, a car. As some of fire what is done, kind of here from no car say NDC program, yes, Kanamahama, every year, it's normal person Mahama never. So we analysis we now host no show us the come say analysis how we dey 777 and talk to me bra kwa mu na o say chinchina won na o person is also e kan tell say we neutral no one man post o person me free program na ka say Kalusha we neutral so we neutral o post you say kwa mu no o be ba kwa mu no ko asam na o person o dey o ko no so because some of okay any ho baby and talk ho baby corruption be happen na ko bobo corruption ho be ko so and no mu discuss no and no Kalusha when you abra o kan na ka mu discuss no important some you analysis atam so mu ya fair and this will be an case mo be an contest will be na the 2020 ni percent na contest Mahama then you Gabra obe contest Mahama then Abamba dia obe contest Mahama Abambani from 1993, our parliament service in the America, experience woman at Mahama. As well about over contesting Mahama. Yena Sylvester Mensa over contesting Mahama. Yena Joshua Levy and the campaign manager Mandisa over contesting Mahama. Star 5 no contesting Mahama, Star 5 in 5%. When you come before the best now contesting Mahama will be so. Party be a woman, a football Wabano. NPP na anya campaign ma Akufo-Addo NPP penny phone na omo na contest Akufo-Addo kra na omo ye enemy to the what do you call it to the NPP opposition na we ni Ghana ba hu dia call so eti party bia na ewom enne Adru Mahama so Adru maybe na ya Rollins Adru maybe na ya Tamos enne Adru Mahama so Adru maybe a
Mahama pe wonto party no be yina si de na ni papo aba ni papo na baby a wo ko bi o be surprise ma e be wali ai de edinati e wo baby a eti wo ya dan some of the cars na community fo na de den obi an ka se na obi an contest obi no obi ambre yo ko yen sika no fun sika na on so won so fun be jina no fun sika ni bram at least ta babu na be de ke so be nya bibi adi nti we wo ka we na ye na wo kokotu corruption ni ade ade say ebi no ya kronfo na ye kana on person be tiasa ya oposa no ba say bedroom na bi no say somebody say ba na one take decision na one take action some of us no either say you no be cancel and I say be that program no free no kwa de ba ko
masa oluma wakasa kama don't go there ukaye no say ukaye no wa uka say can say I tried correcting him. And why are you trying to extend that to that point?
No. And I think that but before we move, my just gentle because some so I am analysis. No, be me prayer, me like I say me come and me kabia na me hemu topic na ma jinazo enti ese ni to bi analysis to mo me kwanya na tamu ma metina bo bi analysis o ye bia ni nsinto bi o ma me ne nyaadra me kasa na me life there sila ta me fra na me pese o ma me kwa me so me kama adwen enti esre na say MPP asemba na mo kasa e de le obi su ti o be kasa mo MPP fo ba sembo ona o ka wo su nim sa asema wo ka dia enti sa na ye twa adwen semu na what ya se na move on because nanti awa na senior about Quebec can be upon my before and for the buy. And I'm disappointed of your callers now or mobile program. Madame no do any now so we see a program at least when you record it 30 minutes. 4:30 you know 4:30 fast who you busy 4:30 from 4:30 to the at least the 1 minute from 3 the sports same TV. Makata something na so mo mo disappointing if no be na no be na do bia na be friend na me chewe na ye kufu ado be na o ye na mahama e be ba na eno your politics ata mo ti analysis no mo ya no asemi wo na so utu no mo nya dia na wa tro mo dia so e dia na wa asema be ka tro mo o mo be ti akwa ye research hu sa asema be ka no kre na dia o friend na kasa we na no kwala na mo ya no paso ni say fire friend na kwala today.
Oluma, you are the last caller probably on the show. Kojo boku fache me. We general line is fache, but my unzi online na drop. Abono mi no na saying amount for complaining. Ye fan news ni time ne pa ye shisha ye huye. Kofi Ken ye chao ye mawahan ye. We say the border locking wouldn't work. The custom officials and the immigration guys they are going to benefit. And he said na Ken Kalusha Ekano. I think Kofi you also agree with him say border no so amount for be UFM. Until let's see what happens. The minister says they are blocking. So let's see the measures they will put in place. Hopefully, it be a normal to me and kama na abua ama Ghana so etumi agina. Abusuan said they kan ye no. Mr. So woni me nua ba ma bia ye frɛ no eye ma me hwɛ din no na me mmoni ye na ma anyam from so mpacho ni din edi kusi agyeman. Kusi agyeman. Se woni mo bia frɛ no kusi agyeman a. Me pacho ka kyerɛ ne sɛ we lose ne wallet ama ne nyoma hyehyem ababedi unity radio the green card and the DCU card and another card bi hyehyem a odumfo bi na ne nsa kan ye na ode abrɛn ɛwɔ unity radio nti me pa chawo sɛ woni mo bi e friend kusi agyeman mame modi ni bi wote a na nso aka kyerɛ wonua kusi agyeman sɛ wonimo bi a ɔde saa Israel ni die kwan so ka kyerɛ ne sɛ ne nneɔma bi abɛdi unity radio nti ɔmfrɛ 774 386 6871 774 386 6871 774 386 6871 774 386 6871 offer sa number no a na waba beje ne nneoma no enti once again kusi agyeman ne debit card ene eye ne green card aba bedi ho ene ne wallet enti mesrɛ sɛ wa wonim no ana wonim obi a wonim no na wa mana so ate kusi agyeman omra ana on frɛ number yɛde to dwa 774 38666871 774 38666871 774 3866871 kusi agyeman edin a ɛwɔ so no nti kusi sɛ wuti enka na obi nim no a mesrɛ sɛ moma na so nti na ɔmfrɛ number no na ɔmbra unity radio ɔba ne nsa ɛbɛka kusi agyeman onioma ana wallet area no it's been found and ababedi nsa odumfo bi adaroma wɔde abaye ho nti bra na bra bɛgye wa de yɛda CP abusua enka bo ba mienu miensa bi ansa na masɔre nyame yɛ adoma nanka memenda ebei osofo Reverend Nana Ousu Bembel praise be sofo ne maamia ofiri mu nanka odi na otweda memenda ebei nanso nsesaye abam eni se mepacho sesi na otweda nanka yedi no memenda we no papa ese oma cancel yɛtwam nti na otweda ema so nyame yɛ adoma eyi ne mum eba so October ne da a etoso eye mienu yenyina nim se enka Saturday enanka yedi eye na otweda no nemum rather no 1 week celebration no which was scheduled to be September 25th enanka yedi na otweda no eno no mepacho yetu ahyeda anase yetwa enum nemum aye na nkasa ena ye the same venue Saturday October 2nd 5 Chestnut Street Worcester, Massachusetts nti eno so ede nti memenda we praise be sofo maami a wafi mu anka edi na otweda no Reverend Nana Ousu Bembel no enya amaso rather 2nd October ena ye eyi na nkasa nti ye nhya no so na ye nyina ye ntumi mark date ni down for 2nd October sanso ena eye miankasa makunta bema ba eye Alex Osei Opon dodo na afre no kwaku yeboa oyeba sanso na Teresa Osei yeba yenua bema kwaku yeboa ne papa Nana Osei Buedi eye Amponim the first Nana efrimu na ano enche mse edine na otweda okuri mu adodo no amokai yenu abema kwaku yebo a eko Ghana koye ne papa ayie wo ho ne mu mafe na braba se oba beye ayie no ne etwa to okra ha Saturday a eye 2nd October na otena se na waye ayie di etwa to okra ha ekoso Providence Street Worcester, Massachusetts aye Church of Pentecost maybe a ye ayie no ho na yenu abema eye kwaku yebo Alex Osei Frempon oka Alex Osei Frempon no kradodo na ehu aje se oka se kwaku yebo ne papa yie no baso 2nd October to say day na praise be sofo ye na yie no that same day ena yenu abema kwaku yebo anso na yie na oche se owia no akwase da sorry ewo eye memorial no say one of ark memorial service na be koso no ye 3rd of October ti eno no ye wia 2 to 4 p.m. ti moma yenhye no so na 2nd October yenkonkoja omo eye ni nyina da bia meka se oyonko eda ene oda na eno so edia ekoso so ewo ho eno no sanso na eye miankasa me maame eye Agyeman Mrs. Agyeman me maame nyame eye adoma ono so ebeye na yi October we mu na de tie eni se enhihye no eni se manuchu afasa announcement nesi mama me mfa no quick manuchu afasa announcement nesi eti okay afede manuchu dia but October 9th eno no October 9th enti October 9th ana me maame eye Florence eye Jemfua Agyeman enso etena se anom sikasan ye ne maame eye oba penny comfort adwoa pokua aka adwoa dwura eyia etwato nti Saturday eye October 2nd eye mienu na ye boho dawru boho amane dia mamo sofo Nana Ousu Bembel praise be sofo pon ne maame a wafiri mu no ye October 2nd na me amakonta kwaku yeboa enso eye ne maame yi praise be sofo yi wo praise be na kwaku yeboa enso papa yi no koso ewo Church of Pentecost 41 Providence Street na on the 9th Mrs. eye Agyeman me maame Florence Jemfua enso aye ono so na yie a etwato kra aye yetu ahyeda ne maame yie no yetu ahyeda finally October 9th ɛna ɛbɛba so ti mama yɛnhyɛ no so na yɛnkonkuja ɔmo a ɔmo ɛyɛ yie ni nyinaa da bia metai ka sɛ ɛyie deɛ mpanimfoɔ se ayɛ nkogya nti sɛ duru obi so a na wakogya no sɛ deɛ wɔn nso deɛ eduru so a na etumi aba abɛgya na ayɛ fɛ nti mama yɛnhyɛ no so na eduru ha yɛnkogya ɔmo a ɔmo te ayipa so ɛyɛ yie nyinaa ansa na mɛsɔre no esan sɛ nkaebo wei ni hia nti maame nsan fancy so biu sɛ yɛnua bɛɛ my friend sɛ kusi agyeman yɛnua bɛɛ my friend sɛ kusi agyeman sɛ wonim no a abusua ka kyerɛ no sɛ ne wallet ɛyirai a ne green card ɛne ne nneɛma nyinaa ehyehyem na obi dumfo bi nsa ka de abrɛn ɛwɔ unity radio ha nti sɛ wotie na onim yɛnua bɛɛ my friend kusi agyeman a ipaacho frɛ no sɛ ombra mbɛgye na ne green card ene ne debit card ene ne nneɛma a na ɛwɔ no wallet mu sɛ free to you sɛ yɛden aba bɛdi ha na ombra emerging nti kusi agyeman wa obɛti bia mesrɛw na wabɔ na maneɛ ama me sɛ bi a ohunu deɛ ɔnyɛ ne ho ne green card ene ne DCU debit card ne wallet ɛnyina frato nti sɛ wote ampakyɛw na nso ɔbɔ na maneɛ obi a wonim kusi agyeman bia no aka kyerɛ no green card aba bidia ha omra meji nyame nhyira mu nyinaa for your time and everything nyame yadmo chana nopa yesan de foforo ede ebebramo medin ede Noah Opoku Jamfi ubetumi afrɛ me Opo National. Remember, I couldn't have done this by myself, but with my able lieutenant Ken Kalusha eba fia ha ena Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamalina Mempem Huasem Worcester, Massachusetts, aka Worcester's edition of El Lizato. And so Otenenka. I remain your humble servant Opo National. Same time tomorrow we will be here. God bless. Yaduko Peace 104.3. Now the major news bulletin at the Atuamoso. 2 p.m. Ghana, 6 p.m. here. Already it's 2:18. Find change ya famo mrenibi. Nyami admo chana isani mobisha. Ya kramo.
Fi emfa omuso. Wa friends and drop for Asia mo na kuyi